501-222-8440. Tito's Handmade Vodka presents the 2024 1037 The Buzz Spring Golf Tournament, Monday, April 15th at the Burns Park Golf Course. Register your four-person team at 1037thebuzz.com. Brought to you in part by Lion Legal.
Tackle your outdoor projects with the John Deere 1023Es twin touch foot controls with a hydrostatic transmission and four-wheel drive with power steering. The 60D drive over auto connect belly mower makes mowing easy, and the 120R quick park loader is perfect for dirt moving and mulching projects. With 0% APR for 84 months and a 6-year powertrain warranty, it's a deal you can't miss. For more information, head to your local Greenway or visit gogreenway.com with approved credit. See dealer for details.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it, like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer, 501-568-0040, or online at arkansastruck.com, and ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agent Dan Cook in North Little Rock, Becky Bradley in Sherwood, or Angie Collins in Heber Springs today.
Tickets are on sale now for the 20th annual Double B's Buzzbarbecue, May 11th at the downtown Riverside RV Park. Simple, great barbecue from incredible cooks from all over Arkansas. And while you're there, be sure to stop by the Buzzarita Pavilion for a cold drink and some great live music from Bree Ogden and Bad Habits Jack Bennett. Brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai and MSA Customs. It's the 20th annual Double B's Buzzbarbecue, May 11th. Go to buzzbarbecue.com for tickets. Let's go.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Egri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in life, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows his code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, top's picking it up. Let's go ahead and see anyway. He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even in starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, and a picture connects. Never asking for someone's help, to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. Skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryder was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church.
Hey, welcome in on a magnificent Monday. It's a big Blue Monday. What kind of day is it? What a wild day.
Big day.
National Eclipse Day.
Big day.
Todd, are we on? There we go. Appreciate Todd Pierce sitting in today. Christian's taking time off to hang with the family today for the Eclipse, which we thought would be the biggest news of the day today, but it's a distant second. Arkansas, by all accounts, has found their man. His name is John Calipari, and he is coming. Do you call him Calipari or Calipari? I got to ask him.
I've been saying Pari, but apparently ESPN's been saying Perry.
Yeah. Well, I think if you do it Italian, it's Calipari.
Okay, I like that.
My name should actually be Acri, not Acri, but that's how we.
How do you say it again?
Acri.
Acri?
Acri.
Can I? No.
Whatever.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. What am I going to do about it?
Just an Acri.
Anyway.
Exciting news, though, man. I couldn't believe it when I woke up. To your text this morning.
I literally got a text from a buddy of mine yesterday, and it was even before Wes Moore reported it. And I'll give Wes all the credit. He's getting on the national level, which is great. Wes is big on, I want to break stories. That ain't my jam.
Yeah.
But I got a text from a guy. I was at the gym. It was 8 in the morning, and he's a donor, and he's connected. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I literally said, ha-ha. I did the ha-ha thing on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm serious. I was like, no, man.
No.
Apparently he and John Tyson are boys, and
Boys like that.
down the road, man, it just got quickly. And here's the thing. We've been talking about it forever, and it's easy for us to spend other people's money, but we've been saying when one of these multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar guys
When they're in
decides,
it.
I want to win, I want to hire the guy I want, and I want to put money in the NIL, that was all it was going to take.
That's
Guess
all
what?
it takes.
They up in it.
Yeah, we talked about, people ask all the time, we got Walmart, we got J.B. Hunt, Tyson, and it just keeps going. And like you said, it's just none of them are really big Razorback fans. So when that happened with Tyson, I mean, I'm glad they're boys. I know that. But just imagine if that were the case for like these alumni who have all these big, deep pockets, what they could bring to this university. But all this being said, Justin, this was the first time in a long time I was thinking, dang, are we nationally now going to be seen more as a basketball team than a football team just since we hired this coach?
Well, here's the thing.
It's a big change.
John Vincent Calipari is a 3-time National Coach of the Year, and I liked Muss a lot. I almost said loved. I liked Muss a lot. But he wasn't the National Coach of the Year ever last I checked. So, I mean, there is something to be said for that. He also knows how to recruit and has been wildly successful at it. Now, it has also been since 2018-19 since he's reached an Elite Eight. But he also has a national championship, a Final Four, and another Elite Eight, and another Final Four to his credit while just at Kentucky. So he's been there 15 years, or was there 15 years before jumping ship. I will say this. Look, this could work out great for everybody. We love a win-win-win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Arkansas wins. I think Cal wins. He gets a fresh start. The big thing to me is at 65, does he have it in the tank to go, refresher, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to start over. I'm ready to get back in the gym. I'm ready to get fit. I'm ready to get a team right. I'm ready to get the recruits in. I'm ready to win a national championship again. That's going to be the key to me. And then Kentucky can potentially win here because you can get a younger, hot coach. You can go chase a Dan Hurley if you want to.
Right?
You think so, right?
Yeah.
You can maybe talk Jay Wright out of retirement. That's been mentioned, I saw. You could talk to Nate Oates over at Alabama, who just got to the Final Four. There are a lot of good guys who would love to be at Kentucky. It is the ultimate pressure cooker when it comes to college basketball, but the rewards are so rich if you can do it well, and Cal certainly did it well there. But again, the time comes for everybody, man. And this is going to be his last stop. But if he comes into Arkansas and gives them 5 good years,
It should be good.
it should be great. You get a couple of Elite Eights in there, maybe a Final Four. I'm not thinking national championship necessarily. Maybe so, though. But if you can get to the Final Four, you got to get breaks. We saw it. Look at NC State. They got way deeper than anybody expected. Nobody expected Alabama to be in the Final Four.
Yep.
So here we are.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
You talk about national championship. It sounds crazy just think from a season like we had this past year that would be a conversation. But basketball, what do we always said? It just takes a couple of dudes that change the whole program. I mean, he has the number 2 ranked recruiting class in the country behind Duke only, 2 5-stars and 3 4-stars, point guards, centers. I mean, he has a whole starting 5 essentially committed to Kentucky. I would assume, I can't say this for sure, that there's a good chance a lot of those guys went to Kentucky to play for Coach Cal, and I could see them switching here. We talk about the guys that just left, a Battle, a Mark. Do those guys have the opportunity to come back?
Did you see Caleb's post yesterday?
I did. He said, need some NIL money. He said that first. Did you not see that one? He tweeted saying, I need some of this NIL money. And then he ends up tweeting later when the news came out saying, well, damn. So I just don't – a lot of people say he would love to have him back and say – as much as I think Mark and Battle were good players for Arkansas, I still don't put them in a national category of the dudes that I kind of talk about. And if Mark and Battle put their name in the transfer portal, I just don't see, if nothing changed with Coach Calipari, I don't see them getting an offer from Kentucky. I don't see that happening. So,
No, I agree.
But that being said, he may have to have some guys come back.
I think they can play, though. I don't think they're stars, but I think they can play. I said that before. And Brazil's still undecided, right? He has not made a decision. He's he's the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, he's it, right?
He's the lone dude.
I think there's 2 guys that they are banking on right now on the roster. Brazil, who obviously hasn't said anything, so he's just – it should be normal for him.
Yeah.
And then they have a committed recruit. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But
for who?
For Arkansas, who's committed to sign.
The one kid's going to
I know
Cal.
we have 2 left. We have 2 left. This one's out of high school, I believe.
The one kid was going to with Muss, though.
Yeah, he was the transfer that he got in, the tall dude. But, yeah, only 2 guys essentially on the roster as we speak.
Well, we'll see what they decide to do because, again, just because they were committed doesn't mean that Cal's going to want them, and so we'll see what he decides to have happen
But
here.
you don't think Cal wants him?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
he
know.
wants
I don't know.
him.
I assume, but
He's
I don't
gonna
know.
bring 'em
I
all.
assume he's going to bring his guys from Kentucky, yeah. So
God, that'd be awesome.
be great. Anyway, we are here in the River Market. If you're just tuning in, we're going to visit with Jeff Chastain, who's helping put this on for the River Market today, and there are going to be thousands of people in Central Arkansas, over 100,000 they're anticipating that are coming in just for the Eclipse. Last night, and really the last couple of days, I've been out and about here. This is obviously my neighborhood now, and I've been out and about and visiting with people who are working security. I visited some police officers last night, talked to some people from out of town. We sat down here at the Flying Saucer last night after the concert. By the way, kudos to the River Market folks.
They put it
Putting
on?
a couple concerts in a row. We had Rodney Block a couple nights ago. Last night we had a country concert. It was great. But went down here, and it was literally my buddy. We'd had a couple pops, and he was like Mr. Happy. And he's like, where y'all from? Where y'all? Montana, Wyoming. You know, people from all over the country, all coming in for this. Not one local person in there except for us last night.
Really?
And then I was talking to the security guy here at the River Market last night, and he said, I've been making it a point to talk to people when they're coming in. He goes, I've met people from all over the country. I met a family from Cambodia, a family from Lithuania that have all come in just for this. It's wild, man.
Yeah, that is wild. It's special. And I learned something wild this morning. I was advised not to share this information on TV just out of precautions, but you gave me the green light and said it's different here on radio. We
don't
say
care.
whatever we want to say.
You got to give it the caveat, though, so we don't get sued. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously safety first, but it was mentioned by somebody in the newsroom when it comes to these glasses.
By the way, thank you to Chris O at Oaklawn. He hooked us up with these when we were there a few weeks ago, and I held on to them. I got like 5 pairs.
Somebody said,
these are dark. I
who
can't see a
should
damn
know, they said, yeah, I'm going to take my glasses off. I was like, wait, what?
I can't see anything.
You
with
can't
these.
take your glasses off.
I can't see anything. I
Yeah.
thought you could see through the. You can't see anything.
You can't see nothing.
man,
But
these are like
apparently,
blackout.
yeah, you have to have these glasses to view the eclipse. But once it gets to 100% totality, and only at 100%, you should no longer be able to see it through the glasses. Justin asked me, what about the corona? At 100%, you shouldn't see anything. And then I was told you can then view it with the naked eye. As long as it's 100% totality. So if you're out there watching today, you have your glasses on, then you don't see anything, that's most likely what has happened. But they said you have to be very careful and pay attention to the numbers, put your glasses back on, because as soon as it's 99.9, Justin, they said you got to throw them back on. But, like, how many times have you accidentally looked at the sun?
A million.
Okay.
You're not going to go blind. Relax.
That's what they said should happen. As soon as it gets to the point where you need the glasses, you'll know.
You mean blind people that be running around the world if people just glance at the sun and went blind?
Instantly?
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do
pretty
some
wild.
common sense here. But, yeah, don't stare at the sun. That's stupid. You're asking for it. Don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited about it. We and by the way, kudos to Christian Weaver, who's off today. And I was like, hey, do we get a backdrop for our road show today? He's like, man, I should have done one. He's like, let me put one together real quick.
Woo!
Boom. Thanks to Todd Pierce for posting it up there.
Yeah.
We were still at DJ's house to start the show. That was fun Friday. By the way, thanks again.
Hey, anytime. Yeah, we can be a Friday tradition if you want it.
Listen, I got to thank everybody who was involved. I got a surprise birthday party thrown for me, and I don't want to make this about me because it's not. And if you want to weigh in on Cal, come on, now's a good time, 661-1037. But Friday night, I was supposed to be going to dinner with some friends. I told you about Cash on Friday.
You've been talking about Cash all week.
I was hyped about that Cash. I was going back for that pork belly, baby.
You were.
And I show up, and we're going to have a drink across the street at Sticky's, and I walk out on the patio, and the entire patio was filled with my friends and my sons, and my girlfriend shocked the hell out of me. I was just absolutely flabbergasted. I've never had a surprise party thrown for me before.
It was fun seeing.
Because I hung out with you all day. You didn't let on.
I didn't say a word. Justin's reaction was legit. Comes in there, couldn't believe what was happening. So big shout out to Nat. She really held that down. I'll even say this. I could be wrong, and I was sitting, a little bit further away from you when you first walked in. Did I see a little tear come out?
I don't know about that.
I heard you get emotional.
There was a lot of pollen in the air.
Is that what it was? It was big.
Yeah, honestly, I was probably one more family member away from just losing. Like, if my sister had flown in or my dad had showed up,
huh?
I'd have cried my eyes out. But it was great, man. When my sons walked up, I was awesome. It was just a great way to kick it off. But it was a great weekend, man, and I just want to thank everybody who showed up. I got a million messages I got to get back to people on Facebook and everywhere else, so really appreciate it. It was very heartwarming, and it made me feel, really good. I mean, it's you have so many relationships with people, and I don't take them for granted, but you don't really think about it in that context. It's almost like going to your own funeral, like where all the people who are there to celebrate you is cool.
You see who's going to be there. I'll be there, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
I got you.
You don't know. I might live to be 106.
You might be at mine. Who knows?
I hope you're at mine.
Yeah.
I want to go to 106, but I want you to be around when I'm kicking it.
Yeah.
How many years younger are you? What are you, 36?
15. 30. How old am I? I was
35 or
I was
36?
born in 88, so 35.
When's your birthday?
September. 35.
September what?
10th.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Who's that?
What's up? We already met a lady who came in town from Kansas to celebrate her birthday. We're going to get her on here in a little bit. We got Bob Holt coming up bottom of the hour. If you want to talk about Cal, come on with it. I see Todd's putting him on hold, so we'll get you in here in 2 seconds. 661-1037. Bob Holt, 10:30, 10:45. Jeff Chastain, don't forget to text him. He's going to tell about all the things going on in the Rivermarket. By the way, partial eclipse starts at 12:30 today, 12:33. And the end of the partial eclipse is 3:33. So you got a pretty big window in there. We're talking about 4 minutes for the total eclipse, but you got a pretty good window of partial eclipse time in there.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I saw it this morning. Partial eclipse, 12:33 in Little Rock, followed by total eclipse, 151 to 154. Partial eclipse concludes at 3:11.
Nice.
Boom.
I like it.
Says it right there.
Okay.
This is the best place in the country to be in for the eclipse.
Did you say world?
Expand
it?
I guess it would be probably, right?
The
I don't
world?
know. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on in Greenland or anything. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, let's run through a few calls. Bob Holt coming up in about 10 minutes. Cal is in, and I guess his press conference is tomorrow maybe. Trey Shapp was telling me earlier.
That's what we talked about this morning. Expect there to be a press conference tomorrow.
He says tomorrow, not sure on time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the way, kudos again to Wes Moore, the first one that went public with it. And then Trey followed up with the contract, which apparently is $8 million a year. But again, we knew it was going to take one Walmart, one Tyson, one J.B. Hunt, or one Stevens to go, I'll write that check. Yeah. Let's get him.
Might as well with my boy.
Let's have a fun 5-year ride. Complain about
a good time.
Here's the other thing, too. I was going to ask this as a question of the day today. Would you rather have gotten Beard, or would you rather have Cal?
I would say Coach Cal, right? What's the?
I think you can make an argument both ways. I was hyped about Beard. Now, I have heard from people, and I've read some things, and the insinuation was that they had a shot and things just did not, for whatever reason, did not get done. I don't know any details, but it sounds like they had a real legitimate chance of getting Beard.
Yeah.
And something in the contract negotiation fell apart, and they couldn't pull it off.
I bet if they would have gave him $8.5 million, he would have
I'm quite sure. I bet he would have agreed to just about anything.
I heard around $5 to $6 million in NIL money to kind of do what you want.
Yep.
I saw some funny memes this morning with Coach Musselman hearing about his contract.
I will say this, too, though. It is kind of gross, right? In a way. Like, look, I'm all for coaches getting what they can get, and I'm all for players getting what they can get. But you have to pay to play now. It is not about the way it was in the old days. It's become politics.
Yeah.
You can't be president of the United States. No matter how great a guy you are, you can't be president of the United States.
Yeah, thank you.
You got to have a ton of money.
Who, you talking about me specifically?
I'm talking about you specifically.
Yeah, I need some money.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it takes a ton of money if you're going to have a legitimate chance to compete in basketball and football or in political realms.
And I think perfect recipe. I mean, not only do you give a coach flexibility with this supposed $6 to $5 million of NIL money to go get some dudes, then you have a coach with the notoriety that's going to get people's attention. I mean, it's the perfect recipe to do well. It sounds like they just gave him exactly what he asked for him to come here.
All right, let's run through a few.
Oh, you smell that?
Oh, buddy, caramel
just
corn.
hit you?
I smelled this all last night.
Oh, that smells
I couldn't
so
find
good.
the caramel corn. I saw people walking around with bags of it. I didn't really look that hard, though.
That smells good.
It is amazing. We got to go get some. It's right behind us.
Yeah, I can't juice.
Oh, how long are you doing that for?
3 more days.
Ooh, are you going to be grumpy?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll live with it.
Maybe today and tomorrow.
Don't mess with DJ. He will punch you in the face. He is juicing.
A little juice cleanse.
I could use that, but I'm not doing it. Let me get Sue in here. 661-1037. What do you got about Cal? Are you excited about the Eclipse? Where are you watching it? I got to put some questions of the day up. I'm way behind. We were messing around with some technical issues this morning, so I never got to it. But we're going to have a fun time today, by God, and we got all the things in the world. I really wish we could have moved the Eclipse to, like, July when there was nothing going on.
Be nice, right?
Yep, can't do it. Sue, what's happening?
Hey, how are you?
Sue,
Good morning.
great, thank you.
I wanted to add something about the eclipse. I live in the village, and Friday we had 6 NASA scientists. One under the head of the Eclipse education program for the whole country.
Okay.
They were here and gave a program to 350 people Friday night. And one of the things that they were saying is, number one, watch your first one, take pictures of your second one. There's going to be all kinds of pictures on the internet.
That's a good point.
The the next thing they said was what DJ was talking about the glasses. They said leave the glasses on until you cannot see any of the sun or the moon. Take them off. Then you look for something called Bailey's beads. And what that is the corona or the lighted part around the moon will have little bubbles on it. And when you see those little bubbles is when you start to put your glasses back on, because that means the totality is going on. And they also said watch the ground and listen for bugs.
Watch the what and listen for bugs?
Listen for bugs. They're going to start chirping.
Watch
They're going to think
ground, because you'll see something called waves of shadows that come across. And listen for the bugs, because the bugs will think it's nighttime and start chirping as if it was nighttime.
That's pretty
One of the things I read was, I don't know where, I guess it was probably in Africa, wherever you got giraffes just running around like crazy. But they said giraffes, like the last time there was an eclipse, like they just went crazy and started running around.
They didn't like it.
They were like freaking out. Like there was a predator coming after
them. Zoo. That'd be interesting to know.
Yep. Anyway, hopefully they got the giraffes on lockdown. They don't want to. I mean, who knows what the animals are going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you worried about your dogs at all?
No.
It was really interesting, but he said the same thing about the glasses.
Yeah.
Take the glasses off during totality.
There you go. All right, good. See, I felt good about it. They didn't want us to say that on TV,
Here's
just
the deal.
in case somebody misheard us.
With all due respect to Kyle and Ernie and all them, I'll take NASA over KARK when it comes to the eclipse. Okay. Let's go with it.
She talked about she talked about that around
Thanks,
the sun.
Sue. Appreciate you.
What you're going to be able to see. It's the actual atmosphere of the sun. I mean, it's the only time you're ever going to be able to witness something like this. So it's going to be cool.
No. I might go to the sun someday.
Well, apparently
modern technology's really come a long way.
There's one every 25 or 45. I can't remember, but you just
What's that?
Depends on where you are.
Can I hear you? Yes. Can I see you? Yes.
Rub it up, baby.
That's nice. These I don't mind. I will tell you this. There is a group of guys that bike downtown.
Yeah.
And they've got the loudest bikes, and they're so ridiculous. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Not these bikes.
No, these guys, I think it's noise pollution. I want you to go ticket those guys on those loud bikes. They're playing their music at 1,000,000 decibels. They got those muffler-free action. I'm like, come on, fellas.
Justin doesn't.
We're trying to put on a good show for the people, and you're making too much noise downtown.
He doesn't like the,
I'm old.
What's the three-wheel trike?
Those guys are ridiculous,
yeah,
too.
That's what he doesn't like.
I just don't think you should be able to play your music at 1,000,000 decibels and have the loudest motorcycle in town. It's dumb.
He's getting older.
I get annoyed.
Yeah.
But y'all look great.
He's getting old.
I saw this convoy of police motorcycles going down Cantrell on Friday when I left work.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes me feel pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I like that. I was like, our city is in good hands, man.
Yeah, we're good to go.
These dudes are not to be trifled with. All right, a couple more calls here, then we'll hit a break. JW, I got to get JW's thoughts on Cal coming in as the head coach at Arkansas. JW, give me a scale of 1 to 10. How you feeling?
About a 7.
Okay.
About 7. But I called because, I really called because I wanted to thank Musselman. Guys, we wouldn't have Calipari if it wasn't for Musselman. I didn't agree with Musselman a lot.
Yep.
I didn't agree with his style of just defense and can't get shooters. But what he did, he took us to the tournament, he's built this program up, and he's allowed the door to open for a good coach to come in. It's not like we're getting a mid-major coach. We're getting a brand name, and we have to give that to Musselman because he built this program up to be that way. So that's all I want to say. But what I was called to ask about is, I don't watch Kentucky basketball unless we're playing them. How is it different from what Musselman did and he did, styles of offense? Because we need some big guys, and that's been Arkansas's big problem in shooters. And I was going to hang up and listen. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, he definitely needs some shooters. That's one thing Arkansas still has not been able to nail down for the most part.
He said the big difference. I think Coach Cal is just a name that gets better players. Simple.
Well, he gets dudes for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's been questioned on his X's and O's over the years, but
yeah,
I mean,
but
if you
nice
got better
you
dudes,
horses,
it helps.
Yeah. When you have horses that can run the race for you, it's good to go.
It's not the X's and O's. It's the
Jimmies and
the
Joes.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
Basketball definitely makes a huge difference. Obviously, if you got a great coach and a great team, that helps.
Oh, yeah.
All right, one more call, and then we got to get Bob Holt in here real quick, and we will get some more calls in, I promise you, today. What's up, James?
Hey, man, how's it going? As far as the hire with Calipari is concerned, I don't really know if it's going to really work out that well. You look at his record at Memphis with the vacated wins and UMass. Then he goes to Kentucky. He only has one win to his credit for a national title. and they really almost buried him with the performance that he did, being embarrassed by Oakland. So now he runs to Arkansas, and I'm understanding that this deal might go up to what, $8 million for 5 years, and is Arkansas really willing to shell out that kind of money now for a coach?
John Tyson is.
So I just kind of figured what you guys feel about this. Everybody's kind of giddy, and I'm just kind of this dude's kind of been a sleazeball. He did have a record for running at one time. So I'll just hang up and listen to what you guys have to say about his overall record and where it's at now.
Thanks, James. It's been a long time since those particular stops. He's been at Kentucky for 15 years, and, I mean, unless I missed something, I don't think he got put on suspension or they got in any trouble since he's been there. Elite Eight, Final Four, national champ. Had a bad year. Then he gets national championship runner-up. Then Final Four, round of 32, Elite Eight, Sweet 16, Elite Eight. COVID, bad year. Round of 64, 32-64. So the last few years have not been great for sure. But he does have the resume. He's got 11 30-win seasons over his career. He's been the 3-time National Coach of the Year. Among all the names that were mentioned, I think you can make an argument this is the best one. I mean, we're talking about, and again, Coach Walker had a great year. He's an Arkansas grad. That was the latest name we heard. And then they heard, the Mississippi State coach, Chris Jans. And obviously they talked to Beard, but I mean, you can make an argument that he's certainly the most accomplished guy that they've talked to or has his name connected to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, but I mean, all the things you said are fair and legitimate.
I mean, it would almost, in the coaching world, I would say before we figured out about this, if they were to ask us who the Arkansas head coach would be, what are we going to get somebody like Calipari from Kentucky? We would all laugh and think it's a joke because it's not possible.
Dude, I got the text yesterday. I was like, ha, that's funny.
But
he's like, no, really.
It's almost too good to be true.
Well, Bob Holt's had some great sessions with Coach over the years. I'm curious to see what he thinks about it. We'll talk to him on the other side. Jeff Chastain's here. Jeff, you can come sit with us. We'll talk to him on the 10:45 spot, so we're going to kick it for a minute. Jeff seems very cool, considering he's got thousands of people coming to hang out in Little Rock today. He's doing a great job. Anyway, let's hit a break. It is 10:30, and I will tell you this. I'm assuming they're making deals even at Gwatney on an Eclipse Day.
You would
I'm guessing. Pretty sure. James, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are open today. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're making great deals on cars. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're letting people go not until the next Eclipse, but for a while before they have to make a payment on their car. So all you got to do is make the trip. So no matter how big an SUV or small an SUV you want, Gwatney Chevrolet's the spot. Go by and see him in Jacksonville. Now, listen, I ain't going to lie. You might have a little traffic issue today, but during the Eclipse, it'd be kind of a cool time to buy a car. I'm just saying. Anyway, they got Equinox as low as $23,726. If you want to step up to the Blazer, it's in the mid-40s. But I'm telling you, more room, more power, great vehicle. But if you want a smaller, affordable SUV, no better place than Gwatney Chevrolet. Chevy Trailblazer, really nice, and the track's awesome with those color options on that. And if you're looking for mileage, that's your place with those vehicles at Gwatney Chevrolet. Go by and see them. It's the Gregory Street exit in Jacksonville or GwatneyChevrolet.com. And, of course, they got great options on sedans and the Silverado truck, which obviously they are the king at selling. So go by and see our friends in Jacksonville, Arkansas. It's a great way to celebrate. Maybe you look for something in Razorback Red to celebrate the hiring of old John Calipari to Arkansas. We're back after this, 10:31.
Mark your calendars for the 20th annual Double B's Buzzbarbecue, Saturday, May 11th at the downtown Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. Tickets on sale soon.
This is Sports Center.
I'm sure you want to know all about what's going on with the Arkansas men's basketball coaching search and the finalization of a contract with John Calipari. But I promise if you keep your radio right here on 103.7 The Buzz, we'll let you know what's going on as it happens today. In the meantime, let's switch to baseball, and we'll talk about the Springfield Cardinals sweeping the Arkansas Travelers to start the season. Travs lose yesterday 8-1, thanks mainly to Aaron McKeithen, who went 3 for 4, had a 3-run home run for the Cardinals. The Travs are off today. They'll start a series in Tulsa tomorrow night. Now, speaking of the Drillers, they scored 7 runs in the third inning yesterday against Northwest Arkansas, then needed 2 insurance runs in the ninth to hold off the Naturals 12-9. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
You can hear the best of the NCAA tournament on 106.7 Buzz, too, from the very beginning all the way to the championship game. March Madness on 103.7 The Buzz and 106.7 Buzz, too.
Quality Outdoor Products in Alexander, your metal roofing superstore, has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or call Cal at 501-455-0240 about a new carport, metal building, or metal roofing supplies.
Roger Scott for Gravely Mowers. You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. And when it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like the Gravely Mow the Distance sales event, where you can save up to 25%. And special financing is available on America's most rugged and dependable mowers, including their ZT HD. It's the residential mower built to commercial standards. But hurry, because the Mow the Distance sale is only through April 8th and only at your authorized Gravely dealers like Triple C Sales and Service in Conway or Lawn and Power in Star City.
Is your Oaklawn Thoroughbred racing action so close you can feel it? Or is it the view from your trackside luxury suite? However you like it, racing season is off and running at Oaklawn, with live races every weekend through May 4th. It's fun by the furlong all season long. Make your reservations today at oaklawn.com. What's your Oaklawn? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Take your yard up to the next level with the Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA Tour caddy, and his landscape designs are inspired by some of the most beautiful golf courses around the world. Call Josh at 501-794-2770 for all of your landscaping needs. Flower beds a mess? Josh's crew can give your home the curb appeal you've always wanted. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping also installs French drains, retaining walls, and they'll even take care of your irrigation maintenance needs. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Call today, 501-794-2770.
You're back in the zone. You know, it can get weird on the show from time to time.
Quit waving your meat in my face.
Let's see how weird it gets today.
Hey, John, Bob Holt, Arkansas Democrat. I added two-parter if that's okay. You mentioned Arkansas. Eric.
Why do you always talk about Arkansas? But go ahead.
Well, why do you always talk about Kentucky?
That's exactly right. Won't be for long, though. It'd be Bob Holt talking to John Calipari about Arkansas. Hard to believe, but here we are. Bob's on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. Appreciate him. He came on last week to weigh in about the situation with the Eric Musselman departure and now the Cal arrival, which I think for the most part, Bob has got the fan base pretty riled up in a good way. What was your reaction when you found out he was coming?
I guess surprised, to put it mildly. Didn't see this one coming, but started hearing about it about midday yesterday, and was hearing it was a possibility. There were talks, and it just obviously kept picking up steam. So now I think we're just waiting for the official announcement.
So when we talk about fit, and we talk about, it sounds like Arkansas stepping up in a big way. And again, we'll get more details. I know you'll dig into all that at the press conference, but it sounds like they're doing the things that need to be done. It is a game where you have to play to pay or pay to play if you want to compete at a high level, and that includes getting a coach, but also that pot of NIL money.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Arkansas. I think it was Jeff Goodman, one of the national reporters, posted that they were going to have an excess of $5 million for NIL. I've seen $6 million. I don't know the exact figure. I don't know if Arkansas will confirm that, but that's a nice, amount of money. And you're right. I mean, you want to coach guys who want to play for and help them get to the NBA and all that. But at the end of the day, having NIL money is where it's at right now. And that I'm sure that has played a big role in this happening. And also, obviously, Arkansas paying John Calipari $8+ million, which is what he was getting at Kentucky.
Well, he's always provided a sizzle, whether you're talking about, UMass, Memphis, whatever, wherever he's been. He's provided a little bit of a sizzle. He's a bit of a media darling. We just heard that clip of you two sparring. I mean, he's a guy that, to me, you get some intangible attention, Bob, that you maybe don't get with some other coaches. I think Eric Musselman probably provided some of that as well. What do you like about covering him? What do you think he brings to the table outside of just the X's and O's and the recruiting?
Well, he's a huge personality. I've covered him kind of on the edges of things, like at media days and after games, and I don't know exactly what it'd be like to cover as a beat. But yeah, he's a bigger than life personality, and that's really why he was able to survive in Kentucky for 15 years. It's always been a hard job, but especially in recent years with all the attention and all the pressure. And he was a big personality. He could handle that. All due respect to Billy Gillespie, he really could. And he was an excellent coach at Texas A&M. But, I think he just kind of got eaten alive at Kentucky. And that would happen to a lot of guys, a lot of good coaches. And so John Calipari has been a mixture of a really, great X's and O's coach, great recruiter, and a big personality that could handle the fan base and the media that comes with such a pressure-filled job like Kentucky.
Bob Holt joining us on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. In your mind, what has gone wrong at Kentucky the last few years, or do you have a strong opinion about that one way or the other?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. They haven't done well in the postseason. I mean, they're 1-3 in their last 3 in-state tournament appearances, and they had, was it during the COVID year, they went 9-16, so they weren't going to make the tournament then. And there's been a couple NITs in there, I think. So overall, I mean, the guy won a national championship. He went to 4 Final Fours, other Elite Eights. But I think in 15 years, he missed the tournament twice. Once was because of COVID, but they would have missed it that year. So he's done well there, obviously very well there. But it's, they've struggled lately. They lost to Oakland, which is in Michigan, the Detroit area, a 14th seed just this season in the tournament. They lost to St. Peter's in a shocking upset, a 2-15 matchup, I guess 2 years ago. And 3 years ago, I should say, 2 years ago, they were 16. They beat, I can't remember who they beat, but they lost to Kansas State and Jerome Pagg, who was the candidate for this job apparently. And so they haven't been to a Final Four since I think 2015. And some people have criticized them with having all that talent, only winning one national championship, although those are very hard to win. So I think, things have gone south for Kentucky in recent years. They have a talented team, but they just haven't done well in the postseason. And really, at Kentucky, you're measured by how far you go in the NCAA tournament, pretty much.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's almost been the anti-Musselman, Bob, where the regular season's been impressive, but they haven't gotten it done in the postseason. And for Arkansas, there have been a couple of middling performances in the regular season, but you get to the postseason and you sort of forget about all that, don't you? I mean, once you get to the tournament, that's all anybody cares about for the most part.
Yeah, and up until a few years ago, he'd done great in the postseason. I mean, he'd won SEC regular season titles. I think he's won 6 SEC tournament titles. He's had great tournament runs. But lately, I think this year they were 23-8 or something like that. But they got beat in their opener in the SEC tournament after all those Kentucky fans flooded Nashville, and then they had the shocking loss in Pittsburgh to Oakland in front of a lot of other Kentucky fans, so they assume they're going to be there for the whole weekend and then get to advance next weekend. So, I mean, that's been the problem, is that Kentucky struggled in the postseason, and then he had this humongous buyout. I think it was somewhere in excess of $34 million, and even Kentucky just wasn't going to pay that. And so this is probably a good situation where, Kentucky is not going to lift a finger to keep him. It's kind of like, thanks for the memory, see you later. They'll go after a big fish like Danny Hurley or Scott Drew or Nate Oates or whoever. Those are some of the names you see bandied about. I think Cal's 65, so he's not a kid, but, if you watch him on the sideline, he seems to have plenty of energy after rest. He's still recruiting at a high level. But I think he kind of comes to Arkansas ready to reset, refresh, probably with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, wanting to prove to people, hey, I'm not done yet. I've got a final act here at Arkansas. And so I think you're going to get a highly motivated John Calipari, and he's still like the elite coach, elite recruiter, and we'll see how many of those recruits he brings with him, because he has like the number 2 class nationally at Kentucky, and I don't know if they'd all come with him, but I bet some would.
Bob, am I missing somebody, or is it just Brazil? Who else is on the roster right now?
Well, they have Lawson, the walk-on.
Right.
But I think Brazil is the only one right now, and I expect him to test the NBA waters, because I know he didn't have a good year and he was hurt. Obviously the year before he was hurt, but he's got a lot of upside, and so I think he would at least test the waters. whether or not he'd want to come back to Arkansas and play for Cal, or Cal would want him, or he'd want to follow Eric to USC, or have some other opportunities, I have no idea. But right now, he's the only scholarship player with remaining eligibility who is not announced he's going in the portal.
Let me ask you one last thing here. What is going to be the measure? Let's just say he stays at Arkansas for 5 years and retires. What's a measure of success for Cal where we're like, man, that was great? Well, I mean, is it going to take a national title? What do you think is a measure of success that's reasonable for him coming in for a 5-year period, knowing what we know now, which is basically he's rebuilding the roster from scratch?
Well, a national title obviously would be nice. I think the fans would be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
But I would say a Final Four trip in that span is realistic, and also, and it's not easy to get to a Final Four. You know, we got the 2 number 1 seeds playing tonight, and that's awesome. But that doesn't happen very often, and so it's really hard to get to a Final Four. And so I think if he could take Arkansas back to the Final Four for the first time since '95, that would be measured as a pretty successful run for me anyway.
Concur. All right, well, listen, Bob, I really appreciate hopping on with us. Stakes on me next time I'm in Fayetteville, so I will talk to you soon, my friend. Thank you for the time. And do we know a time on the press conference? I call it media conference. Media conference tomorrow?
I have not heard anything. I've seen a couple, maybe speculation, but I do not know any concrete time.
Okay. All right, Bob, thank you so much, man. Take care. Enjoy the day. Lots to do the next couple.
Okay, you guys take care.
All right, appreciate it. Bob Holt, my guy. Love it.
I like Bob.
He's great.
Cool dude.
I like Jeff Chastain, too. I've already got people on the stream.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Jeff Chastain? What's up, dude, says Mark.
Phil says, I love Jeff Chastain. Great man.
This is your great man. With 2 exclamation points, Jeff.
That's if it was 3, I would be concerned.
The mic a little
There you
closer.
go.
If it's 3, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
But 2, I can live with.
Obviously, yeah. If it's 3, we think they're related to you, probably. Although most people in my family would probably not put any exclamation points if they say anything nice about me. 10:45, got to hit a timeout. As we do, I want to tell you, DJ, now here's the great news. We didn't go to Cass the other night. You can still take me for my birthday late.
Still go back,
I'll
right?
take it. Yeah.
It's funny, as big as that surprise was, you were still a little disappointed you didn't get to go to Cash.
I know. I kept asking my girl. I was like,
so
we're not going to Cash then? Is that the deal? It was fun, though. Anyway, I bet we can work it out to go over there soon. It was great, though. But anyway, Cash is always good. We can swing over there and have lunch, I suppose. You know?
Yeah. Ooh. Well, come on, man. Why you tease me like that?
Oh, my gosh, I forgot. Our timing's just like, we're like 2 ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
CashLittleRock.com is the website. Great spot in the River Market, again, for lunch or dinner, as long as you're not juicing like DJ is. And by juicing, I don't mean steroids. I mean, like, actual drinking
Try
juice.
both. Might as well, right?
Oh, buddy, that's a bummer. Anyway, man, there's a lot of good smelling food down here, too. DJ's going to punch me before the show's over. Enjoy it, folks. Great spot, lunch, dinner, and special events. I would have been happy to have a few people in there and had a good time. I mean, it is a great spot. We were talking about the other day. We were walking by there, and my friends were like, that little outpost, a little
cool.
Upstairs, the
Looking
patio, it's just the best place to have a cocktail and appetizer and hang out with people. And that's a good spot, too, when it's cold because they got the little fire table outside. It's nice. Love me some Cash. And there's free valet parking. If you want a special event spot, that's a great one. They've got the smaller room downstairs and the big upstairs. You get up to 150 people in there. So if you want to book your event, 501-850-0265. Easy for me to say.
Yeah.
501-850-0265. I was thinking maybe next Eclipse. I don't know if they take reservations 20 years in advance, but
they might.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Anyway, get on it. We're back in a moment with Jeff Chastain.
Forest River RV Little Rock is now open. Come celebrate during our grand opening block party, April 12th and 13th. We'll have food, games, and fun for the whole family. Plus, take advantage of huge grand opening discounts on the top Forest River floor plans. Walk the lot and tour hundreds of new RVs, along with a large selection of quality pre-owned RVs. Don't miss the grand opening block party at the all-new Forest River dealership in Little Rock. Learn more at ForestRiverLittleRock.com/grand opening. We'll see you there.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it up on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough with the phones already. Put them down and pay attention, or pay the price. You drive, you text, you pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
It's Pat Bradley for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, where their customers are always number one. Speaking about numbers, 6% APY is still available at Alcoa. Earn up to 6% interest on your checking account balances for doing the things you already do, like using your debit card and direct deposit. You can also get your ATM fees waived. Apply today for your free Kasasa checking account and earn up to 6% APY at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties.
Hey folks, Trey Johnson here with HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs. Spring is coming and everyone is getting ready to get outside. So if you need your trailer serviced or repaired, let us help you out. Or you may be needing a trailer to get your golf cart to the golf course. Or you need a trailer for work. Or if you just need to buy a new trailer for recreational use. Let us help you at HJ Trailer Sales with one of the best service departments in the state. Visit us in Hot Springs or check us out on Facebook or at hjtrailersales.com.
It's Justin Akers, my good friends at CertaPro Painters. And right here in Central Arkansas, you can get exactly what you need from a painting standpoint, and you can get it from the folks you trust and believe in. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. And it comes with free estimates. You get great communication along the way and professional painting. There are certain things you should attempt on your own. In my opinion, painting is not one of them. Turn it over to the right folks at the right price. It's CertaPro Painters. Online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Fellas, there's a lot of people out there talking about testosterone, but you got to make sure you do your homework, man. You got to make sure you go to a provider that you can trust. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I got my levels checked 6 years ago, and we're going strong. And you'll get your results back in about 20 minutes. If you've been feeling tired, grumpy, maybe you've noticed weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. It's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be
a midday sports talk show host in Little Rock, Arkansas.
We are living the dream every day here on the Zone. Now, let's see what the fellas are up to.
I know I'd go from
All right, welcome back in the Zone, DJ. I've seen signs all over the interstate. You probably have too, that people are not allowed to pull their cars over on 6:30 or 4:30 or 30 or 40.
You know, as much as it makes sense that they wouldn't have to put those signs up, we still do it. Just like we tell people not to look at the sun without the glasses, they're still going to do it. A lot of distractions out there today. This is why we want to make sure when it comes to people on the roads to please be safe. We got a message from our friends at the Arkansas State Department, our state police, that is. They want to make sure you stay safe. Distracted driving, man, it's a real bad thing that a lot of people have a lot of struggle with, and everybody's been there before. That one text that you just need to wait. If you have somebody in the car, just give them the phone. They can read it out to you. But distracted driving comes in many different ways. Ladies, you can wait to put your makeup on till you get to where you're going. Justin, just, I know you get hungry sometimes. You want to put the sauce on that sandwich from Arby's. Just give it a second, all right? Distracted driving comes, like I said, in so many ways. But around 1 o'clock today, 1:57 to be exact, there's going to be an event happening. They want to make sure people don't pull over on the side of the road and get out of your vehicle on the interstate. Please get somewhere safe, or better yet, don't look at it while you're driving. Distracted driving, unfortunately, from 2011 to 2020 has taken the lives of 32,000 Americans. Please put your phones down. And as our friends always say, Justin, if you still want to text and drive, they will gladly give you a ticket while you're doing it.
You can have it.
Yeah.
Jeff Chastain's joining us. Apparently he's a great dude, according to everybody here.
I mean, I'm seeing it.
What is your official title, Jeff?
I'm Director of Communications for the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Got you. Okay, very good. Well, it's good to have you on the show, my man.
Thanks for having us.
I'm excited about today. We've been talking about it for a while. I'm really glad we made the decision to come over here and do the show. I've already met people from all over the country. I haven't talked to people from all over the world, but I know they're here because I've been getting reports from people. So what are you hearing as far as the farthest reaches of people arriving here in Little Rock?
Wednesday, I met a family from Poland. And I've seen several people from Great Britain already today. And, of course, all 50 states seem so far. And our friends right back behind us at Rocktown River Outfitters that do the bike and canoe rentals and all that, they've had a very good representation from all over the country.
Last night, my buddy, we were over here at Flying Saucer, and he's like, are you from Little Rock? Nope. You Little Rock? Nope. Little Rock? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nobody.
Everybody. They were all just packed in there, man. It was cool. Everybody's here for one purpose. It's awesome.
Yeah, and parking garages are like a who's who of state license plates.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did you see? I want to curious. There was a story about people worried about the weather and cloud coverage in Texas, and so all those people slowly started trying to make their way up here. Have you seen any of that happen?
Yeah, one of the things things that Eclipse travelers will do, because they're typically higher income individuals and they're driven to what they want to do. This is a unique form of tourism. So they will make 4 or 5 reservations that they know they're not going to be able to get a refund on, so that they have options as the event gets closer.
Man, these people have too much
one
money.
of those people.
This guy's got the best T-shirt I've seen so far. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It says it right on the front of his shirt. I love that. It's a great song, too. Let's go, Simon and Garfunkel. That's a dude band, too, by the way.
Haven't heard of them.
Yeah.
I know the song, though.
We did Hall & Oates on Friday. It was quite an ordeal.
Wow.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Anyway, DJ knows what he knows, and I know what I know, and sometimes we don't know the same things. It's all right.
Facts.
Jeff, what do you want people to know about coming down here this week?
I want people to
Or
know
today?
that there's something for everybody down here. We've got a lot of food trucks. Ottenheimer Hall is open here in the River Market. A lot of the things that you typically associate with being closed on Mondays down here is open today. So in addition to that, we have a free concert. We have thousands of open seats for that, and bring a blanket and come out.
Yeah, I saw that before you walk into that gate. There was a sign. You don't want people to have chairs or anything like that, right? Yeah.
No chairs. And we do have the bag policy if you've ever been to First Security Amphitheater or the Robinson Center before.
Okay.
It's the same bag policy, so you don't want to bring a big bag out.
I want to know who's responsible for programming, because I want to give you guys a big kudos, and I wish the only thing that was disappointing was more people did not take advantage of it. I mean, I'm sitting in here. Lost 40 did an Eclipse-themed beer, so I had a couple of those this weekend while watching Rodney Block and his group. Absolutely phenomenal on Saturday. Last night we came down for the country concert. Fantastic. And I'm like, where are all my people? Come on, folks. It was so much fun. Y'all deserve big-time kudos. You can build it. They still got to come.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have all the reasons that you could want for an event like this today. There's a ton of places in the River Market, the Sculpture Garden just down the way, any of the bridges. You could go hang out and see the totality, but also come out and hear some good music.
Yeah. Well, to me, too, the thing I'm excited about and proud of, and I'm sure you are, too, in your line of work, it's a great opportunity to showcase Central Arkansas to people. Come in, eat in the restaurants, have a good time, and to think, you know what, Little Rock's a pretty cool place. I only went there for the Eclipse, but heck, we might go back. It's a pretty neat town.
That's exactly right. We want to roll out the red carpet and let everybody know who Little Rock is and what we have here. And I'm incredibly proud of how our hospitality industry has taken advantage of it.
Can't get over this smell. It's just driving me nuts right now. It's very hard to focus. People coming in, or they're listening on the radio right now. Any things you want to prepare them for if they want to come out as far as parking, best place to go? I mean, we're expecting a lot of people here. So what's the best way to help y'all when it comes to the congestion?
One of the best things to know right now is that a lot of Little Rock businesses and schools are closed. So there's a lot less traffic on the road right now just because of that. And we have multiple parking garages in the River Market District. There's plenty of surface parking. So you can come in, park, and everything you would want to do is down here, so you don't have to move.
This is a dumb question. I asked my friend last night. He gave me a fake answer, and I wanted to smack him. But if I'm looking at, let's say I'm looking towards North Little Rock from the pavilions or towards the amphitheater stage from the seats, where is the sun going to be positioned? Do we know?
It's more, I mean, it's going to be almost straight up in the sky, but you would be looking to the south.
Okay.
Is where you're going to see it.
All right, very good. So
no obstruction here.
No, that's what's great about downtown. You got plenty of opportunities. I'm wondering if some of these, like, I know we got Agassi's got the rooftop, or some of these places that have patios are probably going to be welcoming people in, I assume, too. That'd be a great spot to watch in addition to here. Are you expecting to fill the amphitheater up?
We think we're going to have a pretty good crowd today.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks milling around right now. One of the problems we have in Little Rock is how many other things there are to do. So what we think right now is people are taking advantage of some of those other things while they're waiting on gates to open down here.
We're talking to Jeff Chastain if you're just tuning in. Now, again, the music starts at
12:40.
And we're going to go all the way till 3 o'clock, though, right?
Well, we're going to take a 20-minute break so totality can be observed in silence, because it's such a spectacular thing. We don't want to take away from that. And then we know there's going to be traffic jams after that, so the band's going to play for another hour after that, so you don't have to be in a hurry to take off.
I'm assuming restaurants, or most of them, even some that maybe aren't necessarily open, are going to be serving today. And you got trucks down here too, so.
Yeah, we've got 7 food trucks. Ottenheimer Hall, everything is open. All your unique restaurants in there. All your River Market restaurants are open and ready to serve you as well.
Awesome. I hear music. Top of the hours here. Jeff, thanks for letting us come down and hang out today. I appreciate your help.
Thank you.
We're going to have a blast today. I'm going to get some folks on. If you see anybody that might be willing to talk to us,
send them this way.
Out of state, out of country, get them on. We'd love to talk to them and get their story about coming down here. We are so lucky to be able to walk down the street and come to this.
It's nice.
I don't know that I would have traveled like to another state or another country to go watch this incredible phenomenon, but it's awesome that we didn't have to.
Yeah.
We're so spoiled. So anyway, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
If you got anybody, send them our way, man.
You got it.
All right, we'll hit a break. We're up against it. Todd Pierce on the 1s and 2s. Appreciate him. DJ Williams, Justin Aker in the Rivermarket. Come on down. It's a great spot to hang out and enjoy the Eclipse today. We will be on till 1. We're talking more about John Calipari. We're going to talk to Bubba. Oh, baseball
Bubba's
sweep.
coming.
Death taxes and Razorback
That's all
baseball
we do is sweep, baby.
That's what they do.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin and piggets?
Yep.
Hoops and Humnote, baseball and bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agents Chad Kesterson in Arkadelphia, Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff, or Blake Jumper in Benton.
Listen every Wednesday when RJ Hawk joins his old buddies on Morning Mayhem. Presented by Natural State Wholesale Flooring. See everything that Natural State Wholesale has to offer at naturalstatewholesale.com.
The best seats of the game don't always require tickets. Sometimes all you need is a pair of earphones. And 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
One Conway officer is on paid administrative leave after shooting one person who died at the hospital on Sunday. Police say the suspect crashed his car into a Massage Envy at South Amity Road in Conway. When officers got there, the man had barricaded himself into a room and was armed. SWAT negotiations team arrived and tried to reason with the man. They say that's when the man shot at officers who returned fire. No names have been released and no other injuries were reported. Arkansas State Police are now investigating. The search to replace Arkansas basketball coach Eric Musselman is reportedly nearing an end. John Calipari, a basketball Hall of Famer, now nearing a deal to become the next head coach at Arkansas after 15 years with one of the most preeminent powers in the sport, Kentucky. According to a report, Cal's deal is 5 years at about $8 million. However, the deal will be heavily incentivized, so he could make even more. From the Channel 7 newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Presented by Gary Hill with MSS Oil, Splash Car Wash. There hasn't been an oil man specialist like this since Who Shot JR. Call Gary Hill with MSS Oil at 501-200-7089.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7 meteorologist James Bryant.
Well, viewing conditions look favorable for the total solar eclipse this afternoon. It will pass through Arkansas, western, central, and northern Arkansas between 1:45 and 2 p.m. this afternoon. We do expect some high-level cloud cover, but I think many of those locations will still be able to see through that. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm James Bryant.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
There are no ordinary days in Arkansas. Hike to inspiring summits, bike on world-class trails, or fish in sparkling waters. Or see some of the world's top art collections and explore historic sites dedicated to everything from civil rights to rock and roll. After that, eat some award-winning barbecue and sip a local craft beer. So go on, get out there and explore what the natural state has to offer. Find out more at arkansas.com.
Brandon Moving and Storage has served Central Arkansas since 1965 and continues to provide professional service, local reliability, and community investment. We provide residential and commercial moves, local, national, and international service, commercial warehousing and distribution, unpacking services, and custom packing and crating. Let Central Arkansas's trusted Beacons agent help you with your next move. Brandon Moving and Storage. You make a move, we make it easy.
I like to be active, and as you get older, I know it because I am older. You're more prone to injury, and I could not get rid of the pain.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson talking about how a hiking injury left her in awful pain.
No one wants to live in pain. I certainly don't want to live in pain. I don't have time for pain.
Diane had heard about regenerative medicine, so she called QC Kinetics and started treatment right away. And the results were incredible.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using natural biologics, healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. There's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
The result was phenomenal. I mean, I was not feeling any pain. I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, this may be the solution you're looking for. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
It was a game changer.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Queen Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Are you ready for a better forklift experience? River Valley Tractor and Castle Forklift have teamed up to manage your material handling needs. From diesel, lithium, propane, and so much more, Castle's product line is versatile, ready for the next generation of consumers to make every job easier. Step into the future of forklift innovation. Choose Castle. Visit River Valley Tractor, your authorized Castle forklift dealers in Central Arkansas.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The world lost a rising star in track at the death of 24-year-old Kenyan Kelvin Kiptum, who tragically died in an auto accident. Kiptum shattered the world record in the marathon last year, running a time of 2 hours and 35 seconds in only his third marathon, a 4-minute, 34-second pace. He almost assuredly would have broken the once unfathomable 2-hour barrier. Kenyan President William Ruto said, "Kiptum was our future, an extraordinary sportsman who left an extraordinary mark on the globe." This young man certainly did make his mark. As we endeavor to leave our mark, take advantage of the convenience, quality, and value of Doublebee's. Doublebee's has the things you need to get through your week. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ Spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
You ready? Let's go.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Egri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure it's stay.
Let's do it. Arkansas's got their man, John Calipari. We're going to talk about that. Razorback baseball, talk about that. Bubba's going to join us in a minute. Softball got it done against Missouri, 2 out of 3. Another top-ranked victory in a series for the softball team. And, oh, by the way, the gymnastics team's going to nationals. Give me a little Razorback fight song, TP, back in the studio because it's time for the Red White Report.
Is Hunter Yurchek just feeling himself? I mean,
yeah, I would think so. Razorbacks tame Tigers clinch second straight top 15 series win. That's what Grace's headline reads on her story on ArkansasRazorbacks.com. Number 19, Razorbacks win 4-1 over Missouri. They win the series, now 7-5 in league play, 28-10 overall. NCAA Gymnastics Championships. That's where the gymnastics team from Arkansas is headed. First time since 2018. First time ever under Jordan Weber. So congratulations to Coach. And they got to do it on their home floor at Bud Walton Arena. Pretty awesome. Arkansas and
I have
LSU.
some sound from her if you want it.
You do?
I do.
Prove it.
I am just so unbelievably proud of my team. They've worked their butts off day in and day out this season, and they believed they could do it. And tonight's performance just proved that, and I'm just so excited for them. We get one more opportunity to show who we are on the national stage. It's pretty high. I mean, this job is just so rewarding. I mean, seeing these student athletes work so hard and then seeing that hard work pay off, I couldn't be more proud. I would say it's just as amazing, if not more amazing, than my own gymnastics accomplishments. I'm just so proud of them, and I love this team so much.
Arkansas will compete 3:30 or 8 in the semifinal sessions of the national championships Thursday at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Nice arena. Saw Pearl Gym there
Not bad, right?
last year. Yeah, it's a good spot. Top 2 teams from each semi advance to the national final on Saturday, April 20th at 3 o'clock. Both semifinal sessions will be televised live on ESPN2, the national final on ABC. Awesome. Razorback baseball. The sweep. The sweep over Ole Miss. We were fighting for Beard on Friday, but instead of taking their basketball coach, they just took 3 from the baseball team. Let's go. That'll do. Arkansas baseball rolling right now. We'll get Bubba in a second, but let's hear from Dave Van Horn on taking care of the Rebels. Send them back home with a big, long, sad face. Bye-bye, Rebels. Bye-bye.
You know, it gives you an opportunity if things don't go well for you down the road at one weekend. And, you know, anytime you can finish somebody off, especially at your own ballpark, it would be a great win for us. And came out and played hard. You know, we were down, we tied, we're up, we're down. It's just back and forth. And then, you know, we put together a little rally there in the 7th, and then obviously Souza hit the home run against a 30-mile-an-hour wind. And, you know, very rarely you're going to see that where you know when it leaves the bat, it's out of the park, when the wind's blowing that hard. And just a great swing and a good inning there to grab that, a little bit of a cushion. But
Razorbacks swept Ole Miss for the first time under Dave Van Horn. 5-2. On Thursday, 8-3 Friday, 7-4 Saturday. Great crowds on hand in Fayetteville, and you can expect more of that. We're going to get Bubba here in 2 shakes to talk about that. Have not gotten a chance to dive into anything basketball related. The national championship games tonight, it's an afterthought. UConn, Purdue, the 2-1 seeds going at it. Yeah, you heard me.
That's tonight?
That's tonight.
Oh.
Over the weekend, South Carolina, perfect season in the books. And we're going to hear from Dawn Staley and Caitlin Clark, whose glorious career came to an end on Sunday, thanks to the Lady Gamecocks, who didn't lose.
Why is she getting so much hate?
Who?
Caitlin Clark.
For
from
what?
other women in the sport. You know, there's no bigger hater to a woman than another woman. Why is that? I thought, we're supposed to have each other's back. You know, if it were me and I was playing and there was a guy that was transcending the game and bringing so much attention to it, I'd be hating love it.
Oh,
you'd be hating on him? No, you wouldn't. You think it's great. You know, it's just, I was listening to Diana Taurasi, listening to Stewart, Brianna Stewart.
Yep.
They call her Stewie, the former UConn player, to say the least. And they just talked about where is she at and the greatest players of all time. And they said, if she don't win a national championship, it doesn't matter.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I said, first of all, y'all all played on superstar teams where you had 5 stars across the board. And, you got to think, Diana Taurasi was playing with Sue Bird and other big-time players while she was at UConn. And Brianna Stewart, she had probably arguably one of the best teams ever in women's basketball in a supporting cast. Caitlin Clark's done it by herself.
There's not another WNBA starter on that entire roster.
No. Or if even
a WNBA player. I don't know if Kate Martin can play in the WNBA. And I don't know that, their post player won't grow into one. She's only a sophomore, but she got dominated
How
this
many
weekend.
does South Carolina have?
I don't know. Probably a couple, 3.
But
again, this
maybe
is not
5 or 6.
Yeah, it's not the biggest name team from South Carolina, but they do have a ton of talent, obviously, in Latham. Look at the way they dominated. 51-29 on the board. Just absolute demolition from a rebounding standpoint. Cordosa, she's obviously going to be a star in the WNBA. She had 17 rebounds and 15 points. Clark didn't have a great shooting day, but she's a great player.
Yeah.
And Tarasi, I read her comments. I didn't see the comments, but I heard them or read them. And she said basically, let's see how she does because she's been playing against 18 and 19-year-old women. She's going to be playing against women who are in their 20s and been playing in the pros for a long time. Yeah. It's a different deal, and I agree with that part. Let's just see how it translates.
She acts like she hasn't been there before, too. Everybody goes through the transition page of, okay, welcome to the big leagues now, and there's no reason for any of them to believe that she can't do the same thing. But I'll tell you who gave the best comment is the coach of the team that just beat her. Did you hear what Don Stanley said about?
We got all that sound.
Okay.
Let's get to it in a minute. Let's get Bubba on right now since he's holding up on us right now.
It's time for The Zone to be joined by former Razorback baseball player and current Diamond Hog color commentator, Bubba Carpenter. Bubba Carpenter is brought to you by Johnston's Home Center in Benton. Visit them on the web at johnstonsHomeCenter.com. Johnston's Home Center in Benton. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Now, let's play ball with Bubba Carpenter.
All right, let's go. Bubba Carpenter, who is one of our favorite guests every week, is joining us again on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. He also never gives us any information when we ask him, but I'm gonna put him on the spot today.
But he
DJ.
knows. He knows.
I'm gonna put him
we
on the
know
spot
he knows.
today.
All right.
Bubba, who's the next basketball coach for men at the University of Arkansas? Talk to me.
Do you really want to know? You know.
I know. I just want to make sure. I want to see if you give it to me because you never give me anything. So I want to see if you'd help me out.
There's a rumor that we might have John Calipari.
How do you feel about that? You mind sharing the stage? I mean, that's going to get a lot of attention. Right now, you're the big man on campus, Bubba. You okay with John coming to town?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's awesome, to be honest with you. And look, I was a big fan of Musk. I think I really liked what he did, but I think this is a great hire. I think Hunter did a great job going out and getting the right guy. I think he's going to keep this program going in the right way. And so I'm not a basketball fan, guys, at all. I think I've told you before, Justin. I had a bad basketball coach at a young age, and to this day, I hate basketball.
Why did he not put you in? What's going on?
What's that?
I said, did he not? Did he had you on the bench? What's going on with that coach?
No, you know what? He read the paper during practice. He didn't
Oh,
care. He was it was a weird deal. He was just so he just didn't coach us, and it wasn't fun. I don't know. It had nothing to do with the running and all that. It's really that the guy did not care, and it made me not care, and just kind of turned me off at a young age. So yeah. Kind of a weird deal, but
horrible coach.
But I am a Hog fan, and I do love anything Razorback related. I'm excited about, so I think it's a great hire.
Well, sometimes as a coach, and you coach now, Bubba, you can learn from the good ones, but you can also learn what not to do from the bad ones. So I'm sure you probably put some of that into work. Not that you need to be told or have to learn not to read the paper at practice. I think you can probably figure that out on your own. Let's talk about the baseball team from this weekend. Bubba, I suggested on Twitter this weekend that maybe they should start handing out brooms at the gates because these sweeps are becoming a regular thing in Fayetteville right now. And, man, it's so sweet to do it back-to-back against LSU and Ole Miss. Are you kidding me? How much fun was that?
Oh, fellas, it was a lot of fun. I wish y'all could have made it up. It was a great weekend. It's typical Razorback baseball. It really was. We had good pitching. We had timely hits. Every time Ole Miss would score, we would answer back. When we needed a big play on defense, we got it. When we needed a big pitch from a pitcher, we got it. When we needed a big hit, I mean, it was just typical Razorback baseball. I felt like DV8 outcoached Mike Bianco all weekend. Bianco made some, kind of head-scratching moves. And from the way they shifted, they way over-shifted against us, and our hitters kept beating the shift. And it was fun to watch, to be honest with you. I thought Bianco made some moves on the mound. They took a guy out that was just dealing, and lefties are hitting 111 off of him. He takes him out to put a lefty in that lefties are hitting 280 against, and as a result, we get a 2-out walk, and then Aloy hits a home run to kind of give us a big lead. So it was crazy, some of the stuff that happened, but man, we're getting used to it. But just so everyone knows, it's not supposed to be this easy in the SEC. It's not. Now, we're not really blowing people out, but we're doing enough to win, and that's all that matters.
Bubba, you're telling me Ole Miss was full of shift this weekend. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think Zach back in the studio said every time I say that, he cringes a little bit because just to make sure I pronounce it the right
Yeah.
way. So
Man.
yeah, but they were full of shit this weekend.
Yeah, you gotta,
a lot of it.
You got to drop that on Phil, make him real nervous. Phil will probably pee his pants a little bit, but I love when Phil gets uncomfortable. That's good. Bubba Carpenter joining us on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline, brought to you by Johnston's Home Center down in Benton. You mentioned Aloy. Let's talk about him and Souza. I mean, I'll tell you what we do need to do. I don't know about brooms. We need to have a lay day where we hand out lays at the gate because the Hawaiians are absolutely balling out right now for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea, Justin. That's why you make the big
I'm an
bucks,
idea guy.
buddy, right there.
That's what I do. I don't pay for anything.
That's a good one.
I don't execute anything, but I'll throw ideas left and right.
I bet they start next week.
Let's do it.
Hey, but you're right. Those two guys have been incredible at the plate. I think it's funny early in the year, everyone was on Aloy about it, but you know the coaching staff knew what they had in him, and he's been incredible. And I said from day one, the very first time I saw Souza take BP, I said this dude is special, and man, he's going to be fun to watch the next couple of years and continue to get better. But you know what makes him really good, guys, is you know there were a couple times that they shifted way over to the right side. He just pulled his hands inside and shot a base hit to the left side, drove in a run. But that last 3-run homer, the wind's blowing in 20 miles an hour from right field, and they were pitching him inside, trying to get him to hit to the shift. And he said, I'm just going to hit it over the shift. And he hit one 3/4 of the way up the scoreboard. Any other day, that ball goes way over the scoreboard. It was hit 111 miles an hour and, 400-something feet. But it would have gone over the Bob Walker scoreboard any other day. But the kid's just talented, man. He's fast. He's strong. He's got a good arm. Can swing it. Got power to all fields. So he's been a joy to watch kind of develop early on in this season.
Bubba Carpenter joining us on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. Give me the pitching staff take this weekend. What'd you think?
Well, they were good enough. You know, you look at Hagen on Thursday. Hagen didn't have his best stuff at all. You know, there were a couple of innings he lost the field for his fastball, went to his slider. Then he would lose his slider command. He would go to his fastball. But he still struck out 11, gave up 2 runs. Phil had an awesome stat that we were talking about before we recorded Bases Loaded. And there's one inning the whole season that Hagen hasn't struck out a batter, and it was this past weekend. Out of, I think, 41 innings, he struck out at least one batter in every inning, except one. I think it was the 3rd inning he didn't strike out a batter, which is an incredible stat. Molina was okay, too. Once again, Molina didn't have his good control with his curveball, and so they set fastball, and they hit a couple balls hard against him. Hey, but back on Hagen, the only ball they squared up was a 101 line drive, 101 miles an hour, hit right back at him. Second batter of the game. Other than that, they didn't square up a single ball over 80-something miles an hour. I mean, that's just incredible when a guy doesn't have his best stuff. Brady Tigert, he was better too. Had his curveball working. He was pitching into that wind, and I tell you what, his curveball was breaking a ton. He spotted up some fastballs, so I think Brady's on the way back. He kind of changed his mechanics, went out of the stretch the whole time, did away with the windup, went out of the stretch to kind of simplify things, and I think it really helped him. And then the bullpen was awesome. I mean, I don't know if y'all listened to the games or watched them.
Yeah.
Gates Wood came in. Gates was the best I've seen him all year. Hit 96 on the radar gun, was pitching 94, 95 at the bottom of the zone with a nasty slider. I mean, it was just good. Gackle was good. Fouch was good. Hewlett came in, struck out a tough lefty, Fisher, their big power hitter, to end game 1. I mean, it was just good baseball all the way around.
Yeah, and McIntyre has been kind of a two appearance every weekend guy, and he just keeps coming through. 2 2/3 in the first game and walked 1, gave up 1 hit and struck out 3 guys, and then in the finale got the last couple outs. So I mean, that's a guy you're obviously leaning on, and you're basically going to see him a couple times a weekend, Bubba.
Yeah, shame on me for leaving McIntyre out because he's one of my favorite guys. But I said it in the 6th inning of the Thursday night game. We're down 2-1, and Phil's over there chewing his fingernails off. He's all nervous, and I'm like, Phil, we're in good shape. everybody. We got Will McIntyre and we got Stone Hewlett and Gackle all in the bullpen fresh, and we're only one run down. We're in good shape. We're right where we want to be. We got them right where we want them. And in that next inning, we scored a couple runs, and then we ended up winning it, going away 5-2. But that's such a good weapon to have out of the pen. When you've got McIntyre, you can go to him on game 1, and you can bring him back game 3. I mean, it's incredible to have him. And then some of the matchups, like so he typically gets a big stud lefty in the middle of that lineup, and he's been remarkable all year at getting that done. And boy, he's a huge benefit. He came in and closed out that first game on Thursday night, and it was huge.
Controversy, obviously, last year with Alabama, and I don't want to just gloss over San Jose State. And hopefully Arkansas can keep the home streak running this week, but the focus will be for most of us on the Alabama series. And, they've rebounded pretty well, Bubba. Certainly they've been good at home after the deal last year where they had to let their coach go for the gambling violation or whatever. But I guess they're kind of middle of the pack over in the West now, and a team that, going on the road, always tough. We know how good Arkansas has been at home, and Alabama, likewise, has been very good at home as well, 16-2 so far.
Yeah, they've won both SEC series at home. They've gotten swept on the road, and they got beat up on by Kentucky this weekend, which Kentucky's they're really hot right now. But I think they're going to be hungry for some wins. And so I think it's going to be a great series coming in. They always play good at home. They play as tough at home. So I think it's going to be a really good series. I mean, I fully expect us to go in there and win the series. If we take care of business and play Razorback baseball, we're going to be fine unless someone just struggles. But the thing that's about this team, fellas, if let's say one starter falters, man, we got so many guys that can come in and get the job done that we can afford a bad start. Now, 2 bad starts would kind of deplete the guys a little bit in the bullpen, but I just see this team as being really good. They're special. They find a way to win games, and I know you get tired of hearing this, but good teams find a way to win those close games. Bad teams find a way to lose them, and we watched Ole Miss this weekend lose some games that, had they just executed a couple of times, this series could have been different.
Fisher, Bybee, the 2 games against San Jose State, or do you know?
Yeah, you could see both of them. I would assume Fisher will probably start game 1, Bybee game 2. I hope the weather straightens out. It doesn't look good I think we can get Tuesday in. Wednesday's not looking very good, though, so I don't know. But hopefully we'll get both games in. There's a lot of guys that they need to get some innings in. And so hopefully we'll get those games in. And, I don't know a whole lot about San Jose State. I mean, typically they're a good team. But when they come out this way, it's a different animal when you bring your stuff out here towards our direction. So we'll see what happens. I just hope the weather straightens out because, we want to get several guys out on the mound and get them some work in. But then more importantly, we got guys sitting on the bench that aren't getting a lot of at bats that we really want to get in the game and get some ABs. And so hopefully weather will straighten out. But I'm excited, fellas. 21 straight wins at Baum Walker. That's incredible. It really is. And the fans have been awesome. It's the best fans I've seen, I think, since I've been doing this. I mean, they've been in the game. We've had over 11,000 all weekend, each game, 30-something thousand for the weekend. I mean, it was just awesome.
Yeah, that is great. Bubba, enjoy it, my friend. You get 5 this week. What a deal. 3 on the road and 2 at home. So hopefully they keep it rolling. We will talk to you next week, my friend. Enjoy the week.
All right. Y'all have a great Eclipse Monday, and I'll see you next week. Go Hogs.
Don't be full of shift. Have a good week.
I appreciate it, fellas.
All right. See you, Bubba.
Bubba.
All right. Always good. We're going to hit a break, and we come back. We're going to hear from Jackson Wells. Little Rock Trojans. Huge series this weekend against.
Is he Dylan?
He dealt.
Nice.
I think he might have had his best outing of the year. We'll ask him.
Nice.
They won 2 out of 3 this weekend.
Let's go.
So it was a big series against the team that was leading the conference. So it was a huge weekend for the Trojans, and we'll talk to him. Again, if you want to weigh in on John Calipari, I know a lot of you do, 661-1037. After we talk to Jackson, we're wide open. We're here in the Rivermarket. Come on by and hang out with us. This is where we're going to watch the Eclipse today. You can, too. They've got live music. They're going to have a great time down here. We got food trucks.
food trucks.
The hall is open, so there's all kinds of restaurants in there, and all the downtown restaurants are open.
I'm telling you, you smell this? That's Cece's over there. You haven't had Cece's, right? Chicken and waffles over there? Oh, my God.
I was going to get a salad, but that sounds good.
No, trust me. Cece, she'll take care of you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a real deal.
I'm waiting on my girl to show up and then see what we're going to eat.
You know, if you want to, we could have Cece show up to brunch one Friday if you want to.
Oh, I like that.
We'll pull it
Get
up.
the truck up there?
Yeah. We'll pull it up there.
Can't wait for the next one. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
11:27. We got to hit a break and.
Yeah, let's talk about some cool things. There's going to be something. It's going to look like a ring up in the sky, Justin. And that full total. You like what I'm doing there?
That's good.
Full total solar eclipse. There's actually somebody that's going to officiate 350 weddings today here in Russellville, here in Arkansas.
350 people are getting 350 couples are getting married?
350 couples at the same time officiated by
during the eclipse.
During the eclipse,
that's
it's all
wild.
happening simultaneously. A lot of rings going to be out there. So if you want to hop on that ship real quick and join the party, you can head out to Jones and Son. They got a great selection when it comes to the finest bridal jewelry that you're going to find in the natural state. They have the biggest selection at a fraction of the price with the highest quality and prices that you can't beat anywhere. And I back that up because they got a best price match guarantee. And when it comes to other things they have there, their special lines, their Michael M. Viraggio, their very own couture line where you can customize exactly what you want and how you want it. Great deals going on there. The people there are amazing. And like I said, the finest product that you're going to find here in the natural state. Make sure you go see them. They've been in the same location like they've been for the past 35 years. That's 11121 on Rodney Parham Road. Go see our friends at Jones & Son. We'll be right back after the break.
It's all just a shame that I guess I was wrong. No. I can't believe it's ending this way. Can you tell me it's this thing?
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday morning. Call Morning Mayhem and let them know how you feel about how they did. One sentence and one sentence only.
This is Sports Center.
I'm sure you want to know all about what's going on with the Arkansas men's basketball coaching search and the finalization of a contract with John Calipari. But I promise if you keep your radio right here on 103.7 The Buzz, we'll let you know what's going on as it happens today. In the meantime, let's switch to baseball, and we'll talk about the Springfield Cardinals sweeping the Arkansas Travelers to start the season. Travs lose yesterday 8-1, thanks mainly to Aaron McKeithen, who went 3 for 4, had a 3-run home run for the Cardinals. The Travs are off today. They'll start a series in Tulsa tomorrow night. Now, speaking of the Drillers, they scored 7 runs in the third inning yesterday against Northwest Arkansas, then needed 2 insurance runs in the ninth to hold off the Naturals 12-9. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Tap Time with Bryce Nall and Scott Parton, presented by New Province Brewing, returns this Thursday at 7. Tap Time is Little Rock's premier radio show for beer lovers by beer lovers. Tap Time Thursday from 7 till 8 on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Edwards Food Giant Studios.
Johnston's Home Center in Benton is your one-stop shop for appliances, bedding, lawn care, and sewing. Speaking of appliances, Johnston's Home Center has a wide selection of home appliances for cooking, cleanup, laundry, and refrigeration. Johnston's also has mattresses, so you can get a good night's sleep, plus a wide selection of vacuums to keep your home classy and clean. Johnston's Home Center, 1421 Military Road in Benton, or on the web at johnstonsHomecenter.com. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
Take your yard up to the next level with the Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA Tour caddy, and his landscape designs are inspired by some of the most beautiful golf courses around the world. Call Josh at 501-794-2770 for all of your landscaping needs. Flower beds a mess? Josh's crew can give your home the curb appeal you've always wanted. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping also installs French drains, retaining walls, and they'll even take care of your irrigation maintenance needs. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Call today, 501-794-2770.
At the heart of historic downtown Russellville, the Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience. With the freshest ingredients and creative touches, their menu has an item for everyone. From their signature lump crab cake to a classic blue cheese poutine, BLT wedge salad to hand-cut prime steaks. They aim to cater everyone. And that's not all. Upstairs at the Old Bank, you can enjoy live entertainment Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with trivia, comedy shows, karaoke, live music, and more. Old Bank in downtown Russellville.
Time is running out to take advantage of the $50 rebates on the Stoeger STR9 9mm performance-grade personal defense handguns at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, like the Stoeger STR9 9mm automatic, starting at $249 after mail-in rebate. But this offer expires April 30th, so hurry before time runs out. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, with the best selection, the most competitive prices, and all the ammo you need. So make the short drive to Stuttgart today, or check them out online at maxpw.com.
Wants to enter it to the post. He does on a bounce. Turns, ducks, goes left side and lays it in. He started right, back to the left, and slithered in.
The 2024 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament has been a great ride with upsets, crazy finishes, and dominant performances. And now it's down to just one more game for the title. Tune in Monday night to hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA Men's Championship game right here.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're back in the zone with Emmy Award winner Justin Acree, Mackey Award winner DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver, who has won nothing.
Back here in the Rivermarket, getting ready for the Eclipse. John Calipari, the new head coach at Arkansas. Not officially official, but soon enough, I assume. DJ Williams, Justin Acree having some fun here. We're going to talk to our guy, Jackson Wells, over at Little Rock in a second. Quickly, some feedback. Hunter says, the lady and I ate at Capitol Bar at 6:45. The Northern Accents and Eclipse T-shirts were thick. People were talking about all the eclipses they've seen and whatnot, while all I could think was my rare ribeye juice on my plate and the movie Apocalypto during the eclipse and sacrifices. Then I ate my potatoes, and they were good. Thank you, Hunter. That is a dynamite drop-in. All right, who's responsible for the stats on the eclipse? 1.2 million in Central Arkansas, 300,000 in Hot Springs. What a load of crap. These people should work for CNN and NBC.
Easy.
Come on, DJ. He says that won't get read. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Got to tighten up. He said it won't get read. No, we read it all.
With only Brazil on the roster, we are now about to have the most exciting hot stove offseason in Razorback history. Going to be fun. Yeah, I think if anybody can build a roster from the ground up, it's John Calipari. What do you think?
No doubt. Quick, too. It'll happen really quick. I just want to know how many he's going to bring. I would imagine quite a few.
Yep. Pictures here of John, but I don't know if that's current or not, hanging out at Herman's Rib House. He does like the Fayetteville grub. Ask Bob. Why are you getting off? Get off, Bob, y'all. Cal has the number 2 recruiting class at Kentucky. You think they'll follow him? I don't know, but I got a tick trying to climb in my hair. Let's see here. Also, the players who left should not be brought back. Now, come on. You can't get on the kids for wanting to leave when their coach leaves. I bet if Chris Curry got up and left, Jackson Wells probably would have thought twice about coming back this year.
They were leaving regardless.
Yeah, y'all need – I don't agree with that.
Why not? Why are you so caught on that? You don't think they were leaving? If you think they would have stayed if Musk stayed?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think so.
Why would they wait to transfer for 3 weeks? Tell me why. Why would they wait to go in the portal for 3 weeks?
Conversations happen without people knowing, and I think they just try to weigh it out. I mean, it's hard to – I mean –
Do you think Musk wanted them back?
Say what?
Do you think Musk wanted them back?
I mean, I don't know. He probably would. You know him. He would have got some dudes.
I just think they're – well, we disagree on whether those guys are good players or not or how good they are. So
I just think it was a little bit more of a mess than you think it was up there. It's okay.
It's not a mess at Little Rock. Trojan won 2 out of 3.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, that's good. And I think Jackson Wells,
oh, come on,
statistically speaking, had his best game the year. But we'll talk to him. It's really his opinion that matters. Todd, may I have Jackson's Open, please?
The Zone is joined by Little Rock pitcher Jackson Wells. Wells led the country in ERA last year and has been named the 13th best pitcher in the country this year by D1 Baseball. He's brought to you by Thompson Electric. Since 1983, they've been providing innovative electrical solutions for your business. For more info, go to thompsonelectric.com or check out their Facebook or Instagram.
Jackson, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're good. We're in the River Market. We're hanging out. It smells amazing here. There's a lot of food happening. There's about to be a solar eclipse. I cannot believe I'm spending this much energy and I'm this excited about this.
He should come down. What are you doing?
Jackson, do you guys have to go to class today, or did they shut the school down today?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm all online, so I don't go to class anyways. I do my work, so I'm not in class.
I do my work, but I'm not in class. Well, if you get a wild hair and you want to come watch the eclipse with us, we'll be in the River Market. We'll be happy to buy a bite to eat. I don't know what the rules are now in the NIL era.
What
but
rules? There are no rules.
Rules. Wild, Wild West. All right, so I just said it. I threw it out there. You tell me. Was that the best performance you've had, at least in conference play so far this year?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think that was probably the best performance I had all year, if not 1B. So I'm definitely happy with how it went this weekend.
Trojans won 2 out of 3 against Southeast Missouri, a team that was riding high on top of the standings. And Jackson, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 9 Ks, 100 pitches. How'd you feel after the game?
Yeah, I mean, alarm felt great. I thought I was at 80 pitches in there, and then Coach came up to me. He's like, "You're at 100 pitches. We're going to go to the bullpen." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So,
What's the most pitches you threw in a game last year? Do you know?
I think I got above 120 once or twice, maybe.
So now 6-3 in conference play. You guys dropped the final game, and things got I guess things kind of escalated quickly there, huh? Things did not go particularly well. I've been talking to Coach Curry on Sunday morning, and he was feeling pretty good going into that finale. Things did not go too well there. What happened on Sunday?
Yeah, I think we just kind of, I don't know. I don't really think that we went into that game thinking we were going to win, but I don't think we played at the edge that we had the first couple games, and then on the mound, we just weren't throwing it up, and then whenever we made mistakes, they hit them all weekend.
Offensively, who stood out to you for your team this weekend?
I think Nico had a game in there where he hit a couple doubles. Ben Harmon hit a huge home run, I think on Saturday. And then just the first 2 games, I think we just played really well as an offense. Came back on Saturday in the late innings, scored some runs. That was really good. Yeah.
So you guys are playing Arkansas State, no longer a conference rival. That's tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is that a game you guys still get up for, in-state game, like against a team like Arkansas State?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still a rival game, whether it's conference or not, and we're always excited about it. We got a bunch of guys from Jonesboro and then just a bunch of Arkansas guys, so we're always excited for those in-state matchups.
And then tell me about this weekend's matchup with UT Martin. They're kind of middle of the pack, and there's really a log jam. I mean, it's a pretty tight race. You know, you guys are tied with the lead at 6-3. You got Edwardsville at 5-4, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams at 4-5. So, I mean, this is pretty good parity in the league so far. Yes.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like the closest the league's been as far as just how good teams are. I think everybody's kind of in the mix this year. Last year, I think there was big 2 with us and Moorhead, and SEMO did pretty good for most of the year, and it kind of fell apart at the end last year. But I think this year's the best it's been top to bottom.
Well, best of luck. You got a scouting report yet, or are you not there yet?
I've not yet. We usually do that on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Into it.
Remind me of that, DJ, so I don't ask him next Monday if he's got a scouting report, because I usually do that. But
I won't. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's good to ask. You know.
Well, and you guys are is it a home game tomorrow against A-State?
No, sir. We're at A-State.
Up there? Okay. But I guess you pitched against them as a conference team too?
Mm-hmm.
Did you pitch against them when they were?
Said,
yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
yeah, but
I think
yeah.
They were in the Sun Belt, and then last year was our first year in OVC. I didn't get to pitch in the Sun Belt, unfortunately.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I know you won't be throwing tomorrow, but best of luck, and good luck this weekend on the road. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right. That is Jackson Wells. Again, appreciate our friends over at Thompson Electric. Always good to have him on and get caught up with what's going on with the Trojans at UT Martin Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they got midweek against State on Tuesday. Then next Tuesday, they're at Central Arkansas. So if you want to watch a couple of in-state teams, next Tuesday, week from tomorrow, you can go up to Conway and check them out there. So, yeah, it's a tight race, man. It's going to be wild to see how the OVC plays out. I feel like they still got a great chance to win the league and get to the NCAA tournament. But or win the conference tournament, I guess. Could you please turn your horn off? Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very quick.
I was about to go talk to him. Don't worry. I got you covered.
Some live fan feedback here.
What are they talking about?
This is actually our text line, 501-661-1037. I'm really excited about Cal, says this person. Here's my question. Did we make a run or reach out to Underwood at Illinois? All the positives of Beard and Wade, but with none of the negatives. Many of the positives of Cal, but younger. I think he's a really good coach, or Underwood
like
is.
him.
Yeah, I do. Beard any day, every day would have been a lot better choice than Cal.
Why?
I don't know. Beard fell through because UA wanted non-compete clause and Beard didn't. That's the word anyway. That's kind of what I've been hearing too. Just Chuck says, it is dumb to stare at the sun. Thank you. Kentucky freshman Aaron Bradshaw is entering the portal. It begins!
Mm-hmm. They're on the way. All of them.
Dude has 3 McDonald's All-Americans coming in next season. We do not need Battle or Brazil or Mark to be there with their bad attitudes to mess their chemistry up. I never thought – in fact, I thought Battle was remarkably good from an attitude standpoint, considering he basically got benched in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And I thought he handled himself really well, honestly. So that's not how I feel about that at all. I'm not saying these guys are going to be starters or heavy minutes guys necessarily.
They would contribute.
I think Brazil for sure.
Drastically. All 3 of them would. They
Thank
really
you.
would.
Okay, come back around.
No, I wouldn't. But I think they may have to learn a new role if Cal's going to bring in those 5 stars, those one and dones. There's not a lot of those guys walking around, you know.
JK says, happy birthday. Thanks, JK. Appreciate you. Where does Cal's NIL allowance rank? What does that mean?
I guess that is a good question. What is the number? I guess that's a number we'll never really know, right? Like, how much money does – yeah, we hear $5 million. That's what we're hearing, what they're going to give him to use for NIL money. But I wouldn't know what Duke has. I wouldn't know what Kentucky has. I wouldn't know – it'd be nice if there was a little bit more transparency in that realm.
I haven't checked with Zach at Oakland, but this guy says Arkansas went from plus 7,000 to plus 3,000 to win the Natty after the announcement.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, probably didn't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I have a great respect for Cal also, or for Muss also, but I do think Cal changes things. This person says, tell Justin to take a breath and use his words. Was I wound up earlier?
You weren't all wound up.
I didn't think I was bad.
No.
Somebody asked me, El Guapo asked me if I was on cocaine and coffee. I'm like, no. Just
this
cocaine.
morning?
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
You said El Guapo?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's a long-time listener.
Okay.
We need a yearly NIL benefit concert, says this person. Is that legal? I don't know what the rules are on that.
I bet it is. Anything to raise money.
I think it's time to give Juracek a lifetime contract. I think it's time to give John Tyson a lifetime contract is what I think.
Do you think if there's such good buddies like they say they are, could Calipari call up Mr. Tyson and be like, hey, can you slap me about $2 more million for that NIL? Does it work like that?
I mean, if Tyson wants to, I would think he could.
God,
he's
that'd be
like,
nice.
how many chickens they got processed here? Garrett says on our live fan feedback, when do we think Hunter or Cal give an official statement via Twitter? I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know what the holdup is. I'm surprised they haven't announced it, honestly.
I would say today. If they're expecting a press conference tomorrow.
Probably so.
Yeah. You know, Juracek's probably holding off on those tweets. Got to make sure it's all said and done.
Isaiah Elohim is technically on the roster, says PJ.
That's who I was trying to tell you about earlier.
Yes.
There's only 2 left. Him and
He
Brazil.
says, I expect him to ask for a release and go with Muss. I ain't worried about it. Piggy says, Mr. Negative here, I'm sorry, but I think this whole thing's overblown and overrated. I know it's brought us a lot of media attention, but it's not going to last that long, and it's likely to be underwhelming. And when it's over, Arkansas will go back to being irrelevant. Arkansas's not irrelevant now, ding-dong. Move on about your day. Cheer up. Jerry says, real question is, what did Muss do to not get the NIL money? That's a great question. They clearly did not have the faith in him, or at least someone didn't, that they have in John Calipari, that they were willing to write that big fat check.
Yeah, that is interesting. I know they're really good friends with the Hunt family. Really good friends. I mean, Miss Hunt, she's always in the box with the coaches' wives and Juracek, and you would think, you know, they got the funds. Obviously, they just came out with Forbes. They are a billionaire family, but still not giving him what he wants. I mean, it's very fascinating how Calipari is able to get that from – I mean, we're speculating it's all from Mr. Tyson, right? We don't know for sure, but very good guess that he's making sure all this is happening. Is that how that happens?
That's all I know. I don't know nothing. Jeff's in Heber Springs, 661-1037. If you want to join us, we got to hit a break here in a second. But Jeff, fire away. What do you got for us?
Man, I'm just pumped we got John Calipari. I don't think we could have done any better. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking. I mean, he brings it. He's won championships. He's there every year. He can get to athletes. I mean, I think we're in a way better position than what we were when we had Musk.
There are about 5 coaches I would have been more excited about than Cal, but most of those guys are probably not reasonable thoughts. You're not going to get Dan Hurley.
Hey, let me ask you, do we know what players he's bringing with him?
We
I
don't.
mean, I doubt he can get Jeff Shepard because his dad played for Kentucky, but, I mean, do we have any idea?
I don't know. We don't even know about – it hasn't even been officially announced yet. So,
and we got to see who their coach is going to be, too.
I feel pretty confident.
When you getting coach on the radio, Justin? I figured you'd already have him. No, great show, man. Appreciate everything. Excited for the Hogs. Think it's a great hire.
All right. I appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you. Somebody pipe down. Let me get Hunter in here from Cersei. Somebody muzzle that dog. Hunter, what's up?
Not much. How are you guys today?
We're good. Hanging out in the Rivermarket waiting for the Eclipse. What are you doing for the Eclipse, Hunter?
I live in Cersei and River Oaks, so I'm just going to walk out in my front yard, I suppose.
That is wild. You're a wild man, Hunter. That sounds fun.
That's right. That's right.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. We ate at Capitol last night. There was a lot of people coming in about 6, 7 o'clock.
Was that you that had a ribeye
But
that sent
really,
a note in?
town wasn't that busy, though.
Were you the one that
Come
wrote
again?
in that had a ribeye last night?
Oh, yeah. I texted that in.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
How do you have it? Medium, well, rare? What are we talking?
No, I like rare personally.
Okay, good. Good.
Oh,
yeah, good people.
Yeah, I like it. You know, as long as it's not alive, I'll eat it.
Yeah, it might move a little, but still good to go. That's what
got
I
it.
like.
Yeah, we have a knife.
So-
we have knives and forks. We keep it from moving.
Scale of 1 to 10, where are you at on Cal?
That's actually what I called in to ask you. 1 to 10. I mean, I love it. 8. I love it.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I love it.
My
Then I give it an 8. That's good. I like that.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I mean, 8 only because, maybe if he, his last 5 seasons he would have went to the Elite 8, it would be a 10.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. What do you think? Let's just say he coaches 5 years and calls it quits. He says, you know what, I'm 70, I'm done. In 5 years, what are your expectations where you go, man, that was a great hire. I'm so glad we got him. Like, what's the minimum he's got to do for you to go, man, that was a great hire?
Well, the first thing he could do is keep people like Malik Monk around. But no, if he puts a kid, in the lottery, every year he's here, you can't complain about that. And like Musselman he left us in a good spot. Obviously, we're getting Cal. So if he leaves us like Musselman did in 5 years, I mean, you can't complain.
I hope you're right. I'd love to.
If he leaves us in the same situation, you know what I mean?
I would just like them to go to a Final Four. And again, I will give kudos to Muss. He left the place in a lot better shape than he found it. And I know he left the cupboard bare. I get that. But anytime a coach leaves, you're going to get some of that. I'm not flipping out about that. I mean, Arkansas became a relevant program again. So, but, man, if they could just get to a Final Four in his 5 years, I'd call it success.
Yeah, if we make it to the Final Four, and if you want to be spiteful about it, we got John Cal, and Musselman is not at San Diego State. He's at USC. Personally, I would rather be at UCLA or San Diego State.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hunter, we got to run. I appreciate the call.
Before I run, my only question was, what's bigger, Pitino to Louisville or Calipari to Arkansas? I'll hang up.
Calipari, I would say, right?
Did Pitino get hired at Louisville? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you're telling us something we haven't heard yet. So, about to find out real quick, thanks to our friends at Google.
No longer an option, according to this.
Guess we'll find out. We're researching at the moment. When you talk about the expectations, Justin, what would be good after 5 years? Muss had 2 Elite Eights and then another Sweet 16 to go with it.
Right.
I would love stuff on par with that. Final Four would be nice, but I would say to go with that, I would like the regular season to be very competitive as well. Instead of you hear, these slow starts, and it's just kind of – it'd be nice to be a team that consistently wins week in and week out. And it'd be nice for once to be a team that when people do beat, they get excited about and want to storm a court. But
Todd, do we have another break?
Yes, sir. We
gotta
sure
go.
do.
We gotta go. Here's my thing. You got to make the tournament 4 out of 5 years at least, and you got to get to a Final Four. That to me, for $8 million, you're paying him double what you're paying Muss. Yeah. That's a minimum.
Okay.
You got to get to a Final Four. Okay. If you don't get to a Final Four in 5 years, I don't think it was successful.
Okay. Does he do it next year?
Now, if he makes a Sweet 16 all 5 years, maybe I'll change my mind. If he gets to 3 Elite Eights, maybe I'll change my mind. But for me, make the tournament at least 4 out of 5 and get to one Final Four. That's where I put the measure at. For the amount of money that's getting paid out, I think that's a reasonable expectation.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else is a reasonable expectation. That your lawn will look awesome if Sanders Ground Essentials gets on the case today. 501-315-9395. For over 2 decades, they have been taking care of people all over Central Arkansas, making sure their lawns look amazing. Get Sanders Ground Essentials on your lawn today. And listen, it's coming out of hibernation stage. We're into the spring, but it's not too late to get them on it. And if you don't like the way it looks, oh, my gosh, it looks so weedy. Yeah, you don't want weeds out there, man. Get them on it. They'll take a professional soil analysis to make sure your lawn is getting treated exactly the way it needs to, is getting fed exactly what it needs, because not all lawns are the same. Let them get the right cocktail to make your lawn grow up bigger and stronger and better than all the others in the neighborhood. SandersGround.com is their website. If you can hear me, they'll come to you. Now, if you're listening overseas, they're probably not coming to you, but 501-315-9395. Get Sanders Ground Essentials on it. They are our choice around the buzz for making your lawn look great. You mow it and you water it, but they will treat it like it was their own.
This is Pat Bradley for Brewskis. Everybody thinks about Brewskis for watching sports or having a great night out. But what about Brewskis for lunch? Both locations open at 11 a.m. 7 days a week with all your pub grub favorites. Friendly service, kitchen all-stars are ready to serve you. Or, if you're not in a hurry, have a couple cold ones. Happy hour starts at 11 a.m. too. Brewskis, you're home for lunch, happy hour, and late night now with 2 locations, downtown Little Rock and the brand new location in Lakewood Village, North Little Rock.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because our Kansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my RR prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
When you get on a bike, you got to watch out for gravel, potholes, and knucklehead drivers.
But after a crash, here's what you got to watch out for. Insurance adjusters. They can be tough on injured bikers.
They might try to pin the blame on you or pay you less than you deserve.
So if you've been injured, here's what you should do.
Call the lawyers who look out for bikers. That's Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Motorcycle crash? Call Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888. Non-lawyers spoken.
Responsible attorney Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hey, Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bellins Ford in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bellins Ford, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Fellas, there's a lot of people out there talking about testosterone, but you got to make sure you do your homework, man. You got to make sure you go to a provider that you can trust. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I got my levels checked 6 years ago, and we're going strong today. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, you take a simple blood test, and you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. If you've been feeling tired, grumpy, maybe you've noticed weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. It's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Welcome back to The Zone. Justin Acree and Christian Weaver talk about sports because they can't play them. DJ Williams can play them and talk about them.
Play fake. Mallet rolling to his right. Has DJ Williams at the 5, fighting for the goal line. Did he get in? Still in Arkansas. DJ Williams.
Now, let's get into The Zone.
Short segment here. We had a little short opportunity here. Long segment, last one. Give me some fan feedback here. Let's see here. At least one national championship in 5 years should be the minimum expectedness, says Mike. Wow. If that's your basement floor, you're asking a lot. 8 million was Hunter's way of saying kiss my butt, Musselman. I don't know about that. This guy says, you guys are funny. Classic case of counting chickens early. Awesome recruiter, average coach. Check out the Awful Coaching channel on YouTube for the post put up after the Oakland loss. LOL at the thought of Reed Shepherd following Cal to Arkansas. I'm going to bet Oakland right now with $150,000 that says Reed will never don a Hog jersey. I don't think they'll take that bet.
I doubt he comes.
He had a 76.6% win percentage in the SEC. That seems good.
Just went inside. This place is starting to pop a little bit here at the Rivermarket. People starting to show up. Somebody walked in there and said, this kind of reminds me of like a, you tell me if this is true or false, a New Orleans type vibe inside the Rivermarket.
I'll have to go in there and look.
Johnston's Home Center in Benton is your one-stop shop for appliances, bedding, lawn care, and sewing. That's right. Johnston's, your hometown shop for sewing and embroidery machines, supplies, fabrics, and more. For your outdoor needs, check out their steel chainsaws, leaf blowers, riding mowers, and a wide selection of lawn and garden equipment for the green thumb in your family. Johnston's Home Center, 1421 Military Road in Benton, or on the web at johnstonsHomecenter.com. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
Spring has sprung, and that spells fun. Fun is in Arts Marine in North Little Rock. Arts has new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes. That's right, I said Tri-Tunes in stock. And as always, don't forget Arts Marine is your John Boat headquarters. They're powered by Tohatsu and Yamaha Outboards. Arts also has an excellent selection of the ever so popular G3 boat, models 22, 23, and 2024. Make your summer one to remember by stopping by Arts Marine in North Little Rock. Take the Levy exit.
Coach Kevin Kelly joins the Zone each Wednesday, presented by Wooded Rock Athletic Club. The indoor pickleball facility is now open. Join the club today and save 30% off joining fees.
Radio for Arkansas Sports Geeks by Arkansas Sports Geeks. All day, every day. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
One Conway officer is on paid administrative leave after shooting one person who died at the hospital on Sunday. Police say the suspect crashed his car into a massage envy at South Amity Road in Conway. When officers got there, the man had barricaded himself into a room and was armed. SWAT negotiations team arrived and tried to reason with the man. They say that's when the man shot at officers who returned fire. No names have been released and no other injuries were reported. Arkansas State Police are now investigating. The search to replace Arkansas basketball coach Eric Musselman is reportedly nearing an end. John Calipari, a basketball Hall of Famer, now nearing a deal to become the next head coach at Arkansas after 15 years with one of the most preeminent powers in the sport, Kentucky. According to a report, Cal's deal is 5 years at about $8 million. However, the deal will be heavily incentivized, so he could make even more. From the Channel 7 newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7 meteorologist James Bryant.
Well, viewing conditions look favorable for the total solar eclipse this afternoon. It will pass through Arkansas, western, central, and northern Arkansas between 1:45 and 2 p.m. this afternoon. We do expect some high-level cloud cover, but I think many of those locations will still be able to see through that. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm James Bryant.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
There are no ordinary days in Arkansas. Hike to inspiring summits, bike on world-class trails, or fish in sparkling waters. Or see some of the world's top art collections and explore historic sites dedicated to everything from civil rights to rock and roll. After that, eat some award-winning barbecue and sip a local craft beer. So go on, get out there. and explore what the natural state has to offer. Find out more at arkansas.com.
Take your yard up to the next level with the Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA Tour caddy, and his landscape designs are inspired by some of the most beautiful golf courses around the world. Call Josh at 501-794-2770 for all of your landscaping needs. Flower beds a mess? Josh's crew can give your home the curb appeal you've always wanted. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping also installs French drains, retaining walls, and they'll even take care of your irrigation maintenance needs. The Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Call today, 501-794-2770.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. You know, I've been talking about this for a long time, and I say the future's here. You just haven't tried it yet. If you've got achy joints that have been nagging you for a long time, don't go to a doctor and have them recommend surgery or drugs. Go by and give QC Kinetics a try today for a free consultation. They are the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. It's called regenerative medicine. If your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics now. We're talking natural biologics using your own body's power to repair and restore your damaged tissue. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup. He is a pioneer in the field with 20 years of clinical work, tons of research, teaching, and publishing. Call QC Kinetics now to learn about these exciting options. It's a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
It's Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters, and if you're like me, this time of the year, I'm spending a lot of time at the house watching basketball games and baseball games, and then I also start looking around the house and noticing some paint on the wall might have cracked, or you might see some scuffs on the wall, and you want to get that updated. If that's the case at your house, you need to get CertaPro Painters on the case today. CertaPro.com, that's Certa with a C. All you have to do is go to their website, and they will come over, give you a free estimate, and you can trust them to get the job done right because they take pride in what they do. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. When it comes to choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
The all-new Lumber One and Design One in West Little Rock is now open. Over 100,000 square feet of hardware, outdoor appliances, a window and door center, and even a drive-through lumber yard. And there's nothing like Design One. This stunning showroom is one place for all your home and design needs, including 12 full kitchens and 9 baths, plus a huge selection of lighting, flooring, countertops, and more. At the all-new Lumber One and Design One, now open in West Little Rock.
RJ Hawk here with Chris Roberts from Southern Bank. And Chris, you know, we've talked so much about that hometown feel and what it's like at Southern Bank. But if you're a commercial investor, they need to come talk to you.
We're involved with a lot of customers that have projects across the United States. Those projects can be some of the biggest projects you would see in your communities. So really, there's no project that's too large for us to look at.
If somebody's interested in learning more about what Southern Bank can do for their commercial investments, how do they get in touch with you?
You just pick up the phone and call me at 501-424-0900. Just love to talk to you about your project, see what you've got going on, and see how we can be a help to you.
And you talk about being a help. You really invest into your commercial investors by helping them through the process, looking at things to look out for along the way.
I like to think we can throw things off of each other, listen to different viewpoints, and come to the best decision.
If you want to learn more, go online, bankwithsouthern.com, or call Chris, 424-0900, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Tickets are on sale now for the 20th annual Double B's Barbecue, May 11th at the downtown Riverside RV Park. Sample great barbecue from incredible cooks from all over Arkansas. And while you're there, be sure to stop by the Buzzarita Pavilion for a cold drink and some great live music from Bree Ogden and Bad Habits Jack Bennett. Brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai and MSA Customs. It's the 20th annual Double B's Barbecue, May 11th. Go to buzzbarbecue.com for tickets.
Let's go.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Akery and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
We are in the Rivermarket. There is a giant horse over there with a police officer aboard. Yeah, you. That is amazing. You don't see enough police officers on horseback. We got horseback police officers. We got motorcycle police officers. We got.
I was asking earlier, why do we still do that? Why do we still have officers on horseback?
I don't know. It's cool though. It's good for crowd control, I think.
What happens if they actually need to go do something?
poop, you mean?
No, like the police officer. If they need to get off the horse and go chase somebody down, what are they going to do with the horse?
I know this. You're not going to get away from a horse, are you?
But once the horse catches up to you, then what?
You jump on him.
you jump right off
Right
the
on
horse,
him.
right onto
No, the horse jumps on the
perp.
perp.
The horse.
You run by the perp, then you stop, and then you kick the perp.
Okay. So we're putting them down, all right? Those horses, they're trained, right?
You darn right. They're police-trained horses, sir. Look at the way they just chill over there. So,
where do they keep those horses?
In the horse barn.
Which is
there is a police barn.
headquarters?
No, there's a police barn.
Okay.
Yeah, where they keep the horses.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I've seen a story on it before. I did it a long time ago, though. I haven't been at TV News in a while. By the way, there's this little thing called the National Championship Basketball Game. All we're talking about is Calipari, excuse me, my buddy who is a longtime Kentucky fan says it's Perry. Calipari, he also says that our Arkansas fans are going to hate it. Hey, David Wallace, if you're listening, I want you to call the show today. Have the guts to go on the air with what you just put all over Facebook. Hater.
What's he talking about?
Talking about how guy coaches at a 7th grade level and he ain't no good, but he knows how to bring it. Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's me. Anyway, Purdue and UConn, there's a little championship game tonight. UConn is now a 7-point favorite over the Boilermakers. UConn, death taxes and covering spreads in the NCAA tournament, baby. So
they still haven't missed?
They haven't missed.
Wow.
They roll it. I think they've won 11 or 12 in a row now against the spread in the tournament. It's crazy. Music has begun here in the Rivermarket. You hear it in the background. And we are, let's see, DJ, what? About 25 minutes away from the start of the Eclipse, the very beginning stages of it.
Nice.
And then the full out is 1:52.
1:52, then that's going to last for
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes. It's going to be I think people need to go ahead and find their way down here. Like you said, you know me, I'm a big homebody, and I like kind of minding my own business. But
you're already here.
Yeah, they got a good vibe set up out here.
I need
stick
to
around.
I need to talk to some people from out of town.
Yeah, where are they at? You want me to go find some people?
You want to?
Want me to go hop on that horse and go find somebody?
Yeah, go where's our guy, Jeff? Let me ask Jeff. I'll text him, see if he knows anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got tonight? You going to ride with UConn?
I'll go with Purdue.
You're not.
You want to put $5 on it?
Yes.
Okay, $5.
On the spread, or are we talking straight up?
Spread.
All right.
Straight up, I need odds. Spread?
$10.
Do you change it mid-handshake?
No, I'll bet you $5.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I'll take UConn -7, $5.
Okay.
All right.
That'll work.
By the way, if anybody needs glasses, I have 1 million pairs, not literally, of glasses for the Eclipse. If you want to watch the Eclipse with glasses on, my buddy Nathan dropped these off. These are these are some glasses. They're branded, but you don't care about that.
No.
Anyway, come on by and see us. We're in the Rivermarket Pavilions. We're on if you're facing north, we're on the left side. If we're at the corner of Oppenheimer and President Clinton. So we're right across from Prost and right
next to CC's food truck.
Right next to CC's food truck. That's right.
You'll smell it as soon as you pull up.
Yeah.
That smell, undeniable. I think she won an award at the State Fair. She's been in studio, and she will show up to your house in that food truck, give you the best chicken and waffles you've ever had.
Did you guys talk about, hey, TP, who you got tonight? Get these folks in here.
I'm going to have to go with UConn as well.
Craig, grab that guy. Get him over here. I want to talk to him. Yeah, right here. He was at Flying Saucer last night.
Yeah.
You going with UConn, Todd?
I'm rolling with UConn.
How much?
8 or 10 points.
8 or 10 points. Okay. Todd says I'm going to cover my $5.
You want to put a little money on that?
Oh, Todd, you want some of this? You want some of DJ Williams money?
I'll do a $5 bet.
You do a $5 bet?
Oh, buddy, you're making $5 bets all over town.
I believe it. $5. It's good.
Can you get my guy out here?
It's good here too, DJ.
All right, I'm good. All right.
Grab a headset there. Is there a headset?
I want it in quarters though.
Where's another headset? Oh, it's right here. Just grab
I
that
can
one.
give it to you in quarters. I have no problem with that.
It in quarters.
My guy's out here kicking it in a kilt, getting ready for the sun to go away.
Justin, you said you met a friend here last night.
I didn't mean him, but he was sitting by us.
You were sitting by us.
You guys went to Saucer last night? Yeah. What's your name? How come I cannot hear you?
We'll get this mic right.
Here, grab that other headset, Morgan. Sorry, buddy. I can hear you, he says. I got to get the mic set right. There we go. I know that one works, yeah. Pull that mic up to your face. There you go, buddy.
Nice. Where
Morgan,
you from, man?
Where you from?
Morgan, Tulsa.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Drove in yesterday.
I love it. I love it. So you guys hang out in the River Market a little bit last night?
Oh, yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you get some music last night?
Yep. Well, whatever was playing. Yeah, this guy over here in the alleyway is awesome.
Yeah, who was it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Just some guy playing
some dude.
saxophone in the
Right
alleyway.
now,
That's a busker. That's a guy just sitting out there getting some money on.
Yeah.
So you got in town yesterday?
Yeah, got in town yesterday.
Okay, where you staying downtown? Or?
Across the bridge.
Okay.
Marriott over there.
Okay, what'd that run you? I'm just curious about these prices, man.
$250.
$250 a night at the Marriott.
Yeah.
Woo. Have y'all been to Little Rock much?
No, this is the first time we've been here.
Okay.
We're going to come back with a bunch of people, though.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
good. So you like our town? Like a little bird here?
like it a lot.
I like Tulsa a lot, too. I will
Tulsa's
say,
a great town.
I'll tip my cap to Tulsa. It's a
yeah.
good spot. So as far as the Eclipse goes, is this your first go-round on an Eclipse, or have you chased Eclipses
No,
before?
I've seen them. Actually, the last one we saw was on a cruise ship.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was awesome. September, I think.
Okay. That's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
it was a good time.
So what's the plan? Are you guys going to stick around after today, or are you going to bolt?
No, we're headed back after. It's about a 3.5-hour drive. We're going to head back.
Like as
gotta
soon
work
as
tomorrow.
it's over? Right
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
So what compels someone to jump in a car and drive to see the sun go away for 3 minutes?
My wife.
That's most people's answer.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
I said you said you're going to bring a lot of people back. What is it about Little Rock? Was it a quite little surprise?
Yeah.
Like, were you like, wow?
Well, we've driven by it a lot, going to Mississippi and things like that, and we never actually stopped in and wanted to come in and check it out. And, yeah, walking around, the food's great, the music's great.
People?
We went and saw the statues over there. That was awesome. Had a
Okay.
good time, yeah.
Good.
People are good. Everybody's nice.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of our little town here. It's pretty good. It gets kind of a bad reputation nationally if you read crime data, but
Yeah, they say people scared to walk around. No,
I'm walking around in a kilt with a big stick. I'm not worried about anything.
So what's the deal? Is that your go-to outfit, or is this something special?
No, wear them all the time.
You just kilt like crazy.
All the time.
What's that about?
I got 10 of them.
I bet they're comfy as heck.
Oh, yeah, they are. If you don't have one, you should get one.
Do you wear something under your kilt? That's the question.
Shoes and socks.
nice. I like them.
Let them breathe, baby.
We gotta rock some kilts one day.
What do you do if the wind
comfortable?
What do you do if the wind blows your kilt up?
Then sorry, you got to see my secrets.
You something that's not a cop. How'd you get on kilts, bro?
They're just comfortable.
I love it.
I got an Irish background, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But anybody can wear them.
Yeah.
You should get one. If you don't have one, get one.
Okay.
Just get your hush puppies out there, just airing out. Huh?
You in a kilt would be hilarious.
You want to see me in a kilt?
Yeah, you're a big, strong dude. I want to see you in a kilt.
Background. Serious question again. Seriously, just free balling under there.
No,
right?
I got
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had to ask just to make
I got
sure.
something on.
But I'm definitely getting mesh
Now,
underwear.
see, the
Nice,
thing is,
right, yeah.
say, what's worn under your kilt? Nothing's worn. It's all in perfect working condition.
That's very good.
I'm
I'm gonna give me some mesh underwear and a
There you
kilt.
go.
I think I'm gonna go out and breathe.
You want to go for it?
In the summertime, dude, that'd be so nice.
We get wear it in our kickball league.
Do they make
rock
dry
those
fit?
banana hammocks.
They make dry fit kilts. I need a dry fit.
They
kilt.
do actually. They got an athletic kilt. We take them on the cruise ships and go swimming with them.
That's hilarious.
We learned a little something today, right?
That's wild. That's wild.
Athletic kilts made out of the stretchy fabric. Yeah.
Tell me your name.
Morgan.
Morgan. Okay. What's your wife's name?
Montega.
Montega. It's a
Morgan
cool
and
name.
Montega. Eminem.
Well, we were having a blast. So my buddy was like, I told you we had a couple of the Eclipse cold beers, and
I had
he
a
was
few.
like, he was going around. He's like, hey, where y'all from here? Nope. Y'all from here? Nope. Y'all from here? Nope.
Oh, now I know.
We were
what you
sitting
guys
right at the
are talking
table
about.
next
Okay.
to
Yeah, I remember you guys.
There was,
yeah.
I mean, there was nobody in there except for us from Little Rock, which was awesome.
Wow.
I thought
Yeah.
that was cool.
That is cool. That
So-
is cool.
Well, and then us from Tulsa. Oh,
yeah.
no, you guys are the
No,
only
I'm saying
ones
there's
from Little
nobody.
Rock.
Yeah,
I
there's
gotcha.
nobody from Little Rock. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great.
we were walking through the parking lot, and every vehicle had a different license plate state on it. It was cool.
That's awesome. Well, listen, y'all have a great time. Thanks for
Thank you very much.
coming over and saying the nice things about
course.
Little Rock.
No,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
time.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Have fun, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, let's all get dark together. It's gonna be great.
We're a kilt.
You think you get a little freaked out? What if the sun never comes back?
It'd be wild, right?
That would be bad.
Yeah. No.
That'd be a great movie though. Like there's just an eclipse and everybody's excited about it, and then the sun goes out and it never comes back.
You know, there's I would say here, a good percentage of people who think something's going down during the eclipse, something bad. You know, people believe that.
I can't have something go down. I got my $5 to make tonight. There are a few spots offering deals today, by the way, in case you're out and about. Today, diners get a large pizza for $12 at Pizza Hut. Cracker Barrel's doing something. Chili's has something. Do you use the code Eclipse at Chili's? I don't really eat there too much, but okay. And Burger King's doing a buy one, get one order on the app online. If you're a Royal Perk member, same. Now, did you guys talk about your phones and taking pictures of the eclipse? Because I read something this week that said
it should mess up your phone.
It should?
It should.
But this one says here, this story says, a solar eclipse will not damage your iPhone, but it can damage your eyes.
Yeah, we ran stories that if people who want to take pictures of it with your phone, I've seen people put their glasses up to their lens, or you turn down your exposure on your camera. But I don't see why it would mess up. That's not me.
Is your sun more intense?
Yeah.
Is the sun more intense during the equinox or during the equinox?
During the eclipse,
eclipse?
like the corona? Is it? I don't know.
Still have so many questions. You think I would have had all these answers by now?
He doesn't want the camera on him. Look at him.
Yeah. Handsome devil.
Let's go look at some people. Like people watching.
All right, let's do our entertainment report here. Again, Todd Pierce back in the studio. If you want to join us for birthdays, I got to figure out where is all my stuff. I'm completely disheveled. All right, here we go. Let's give away. We have tickets to the Arkansas game tomorrow, San Jose State. If you want to win Razorback tickets, I got 3 pairs to give away. So how about first 3 callers? Let's just go with that. First 3 callers for birthdays, you get a pair of tickets to the Arkansas-San Jose State game tomorrow. Go watch that #1 Razorback baseball team. 661-1037. There's David Wallace. While we're lining up the birthday people, let's get David on here. David, I saw your post. Very disparaging of Cal.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
First of all,
first things
happy
first.
birthday to you.
Okay.
I would have come to the birthday party.
I wasn't in
The
charge of
reason
the
I
guest
didn't come
list.
is
I wasn't in charge of the
didn't
guest.
get invited.
I wasn't in charge of the guest list. There were a few people I would have invited, but nobody asked me. It was a surprise party, so they can't exactly tell me to put the list together. But anyway, I'll get you my girl's number, and you can talk to her for next year.
That's a big one. You'll never have another one, this particular number, though, so congratulations on making it that far.
David, if I make it to 60, you're in. All right, what's your issue with Cal, and why are you happy to see him leave Lexington?
What's my issue with Cal? Have you paid any attention the last 6 years? The guy is an extremely average coach, an awesome recruiter, so get used to having 5 stars, which is something Arkansas is not used to. You know, you'll get some 5 stars in, and before you know it, they're gone, whether they're ready or not. You know, I think it's kind of funny over the years when we were having to go through that as Kentucky fans, saying goodbye to all the best players, and Arkansas fans would call into your show and Randy's show and others and say, well, I think Isaiah Joe needs another year, or even going back farther. Corliss, is he sure he wants to go this early? You know, and all this. And I just kind of laughed to myself. Even Joe Johnson, you know, who spent 2 years, and Arkansas fans saying, well, I need another year. Those fans are going to have to adjust their thinking quickly, because you're going to have them for 6 months, and whether they play very much or not, they're gone. And whether you win very much or not, because that isn't what it's all about. It's all about how many players Cal puts on NBA rosters and how many he gets to the NBA All-Star game that are former players. That's much more important than having success on the college level. And I know that's hard to fathom, but that's the way it's going to be around here.
All right. If you're going to take a guess at what you think the peak will be for his time at Arkansas, you would say what?
Depending on how it goes, of course, if pressure builds up very quickly, if he has poor results in the next couple of years, that could change the equation. If things go well, I would say 4. If things go well, I would say 4 years. I don't see him quite making it to 70.
I'm not talking about the length of time. I'm saying, what's
contract.
the greatest achievement you think he'll have when he's there?
Oh, well, I told somebody, you know, I told some people that knew my ex-wife. It's kind of like after she left, we were still going to the same church and everything, and she showed up all puffed and in shape, and I'm thinking, dang, why didn't you do that 2 months ago? You know, so that's kind of the way I feel about Cal. If he starts making it back to the Final Four, by the way, I hope he's not listening. But if he starts making it back to the Final Four after showing no interest in even getting to the second weekend the last few years, you know, I'm going to be pretty pissed about that. It's possible that he could revert, but at the age of 65, I really don't see it.
Yeah.
Listen, Arkansas, I'm caught. Who sang that song in the 80s, Storm Between Two Lovers? Who did that?
Storm Between Two Lovers? I don't know that one.
That wasn't Lionel Richie. That's kind of the way I feel.
Okay. Well,
that's kind of the way I feel.
I hope
because,
you get.
you know,
I hope you get ex-wifed. That's all I can tell you. I hope Cal gets buff and you are eating your words, David. But y'all are in line to get a great coach the next time around. So I'm sure Kentucky will be just dandy. We got to run. I appreciate the call, though.
Okay.
All right, buddy. That's just one man's opinion as a Kentucky fan.
That was
Hey, Gutter, you want to play birthday trivia? Grab a headset. Which one? That one right there. Make sure you get that mic right by your mouth. All right. We got 3 players on. It's all for fun. They already won tickets, but here we go. Chris, yeah. Let's go. Chris, you're
testing.
He's good. He's on 4. Chris, you're represented by Gutter. Tony, you're with DJ. Mike, you're with Todd Pierce. Got. All right, here we go. This guy is the son of a famous musician. He's also a musician in his own right, but not nearly as famous as his dad, who was a whole Beatle.
Derek Trucks.
He's dead now.
Ringo Starr's son.
No.
Julian Lennon.
Julian Lennon's very good. Right on, Gutter. How old?
He's 52.
He is not 52. DJ, how old's Julian Lennon, the son of the now deceased John Lennon? He's the older son, not Yoko's kid, Sean.
Let's go 58.
No. Todd Pierce.
Double nickel.
61. Good job, DJ.
Yeah.
This woman's an actress. She was in True Romance, first movie written that made the big screen from Quentin Tarantino. Ed Wood, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Her brother is David. Her sister is Rosanna.
Patricia Arquette.
Arquette is good. Geez, Gutter, you seem like you're getting a lot of extra help over there from your hot assistant.
I actually knew that one.
Did you?
Well, you said David.
Didn't look like it.
Do you know who Patricia Arquette is?
No.
Do you know who? Okay, just throw me a number.
She's. You said Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
Yeah.
She's 48.
Todd?
63.
Gutter?
62.
56. You're all terrible. That doesn't count for anybody.
Oh, come on. That was the closest.
I'm 6 away.
Give my point.
It's terrible. This woman was in The Princess Bride. She was in Forrest Gump. Jenny.
What's her name?
She used to be named to be married to Sean Penn.
Helen Marine, or what's her name?
You used to be married to Sean Penn?
That's right.
Robin Wright Penn.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
Again.
Robin Wright.
Honey, why don't you just wear the headset? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Don't call me honey.
Sorry, darling. Todd Pierce, how was Robin Wright Penn, formerly? She was also in the movie
House
with
of Cards.
She was in Unbreakable. She was the wife.
In House of Cards, right?
Never saw it.
Oh.
That doesn't mean it wasn't good. Todd, how old's Robin Wright?
53.
No.
69.
What was the first one? 50 what?
53.
Let's go 54.
58.
Yeah.
Teacher, you're doing well. Last but not least, this guy played Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard.
John Schneider.
John Schneider, Todd. Well done. How old's John Schneider today? He's also a singer.
He's 70.
No.
73.
No.
68.
64. You guys are so offensive. All right, I got a tie between you two. Gutter and DJ. We'll go back to yesterday. This guy is a Hall of Fame running back.
Justin Acree. You are an Emmy award-winning writer.
And Murrow Award. But the Emmy.
It was regional.
Just regionals. This guy's a Hall of Fame running back, formerly of Pittsburgh.
Jerome Bettis.
The University of Pittsburgh.
Oh. Tony Dorsett.
Franco
Tony
Harris.
Dorsett. That's exactly right. Gutter's the winner.
Nice.
Hey, Chris, Tony, and Mike, you're all winners today. Enjoy your tickets. Arkansas playing Sparty from San Jose State. All right, we got to hit a break. It's 12:25. We need to do entertainment news. We probably should do that since, my friends at Bell and Sword pay for it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Real quick, entertainment report, and then we'll hit the break.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Over the weekend at the box office, DJ, did you contribute to this?
I did.
Godzilla.
I was there.
You got to be kidding me.
Saw it 2 days ago.
How bad was it?
It's awesome.
No way it was.
Loved it.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Well, it's not
for what it is.
It's not gonna, for what it is.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Made $31.7 million over the weekend. Monkey Man made 10.1. Ghostbusters finished third. I do want to see the new Ghostbusters movie.
Ebony watched it.
And?
She loved it.
I did not know this, but apparently Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher are no more.
Oh, man.
Yep. She's 48. He's 52. They've been at odds, apparently, bitterly fighting over their commitments and family responsibilities for some time. They share 3 children. They announced Friday, April 5th, they had split. They put it like this. After a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, we're finally putting our rackets down. What a way to describe it. That's terrible. Anyway, she's back on the market. I'm just saying for those of you who might be interested.
Who was that again?
Sacha Baron Cohen and his wife, Isla Fisher. She was in Wedding Crashers. Did you ever
The
see
redhead?
that? Yep. She's cutie pie. But,
She's 48?
48.
Wow.
Yeah. Came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And let's see what else you want here. In a wide-ranging interview for Allure, singer Shakira criticized the Barbie movie's approach to its feminist themes. My sons hated it. They felt it was emasculating, and I agree to a certain extent. I'm raising 2 boys. I want them to feel powerful while respecting women. I like pop culture when it attempts to empower women without robbing men of their possibility to be men, to also protect and provide. I believe in giving women all the tools and the trust that we can do it all without losing our essence, without losing our femininity. I think that men have a purpose in society and women have another purpose as well. What do you think about that?
Did you see the Barbie movie?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But I do want to see it. It's not a priority.
I can kind of see, I think, what she's talking about. I think at the very end it kind of came full circle, and there was a little bit more sense of equality for everyone. But, no, it definitely was pushing at the fact of women being held back in places, which rightfully so they were. And I think they did a good job, I guess, putting it on film. But, no, there were some things where they made guys just seem stupid. Yeah.
I love this. This is video feed comments here. Kevin says, DJ looks miserable. I just did a 2.5-day fast, so I feel your pain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you see, we got fasters. I'm not going to lie, I'm hungry. They got us sitting right next to these food trucks. And one of my favorite food trucks, Chicken and Waffles, they got a menu item called the DJ Special.
He says, I'm not going to lie.
You want to try it?
You're so funny. You're like, I'm not going to lie. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Let me. You want to try that Chicken and Waffles?
No, it's too heavy, man. I need something lighter.
All right.
All right, we got to hit a break. 12:28. TP, can we go? Sorry, I know you're trying to give prizes out. As we head in, can I tell you about something? Let me tell you about Oaklawn.
Ooh.
I appreciate Chris Ho. He gave us some glasses to give away, and I'm going to wear mine proudly, courtesy of our friends at Oaklawn. Where are mine? Right here. Boom. Put them on right now. Oaklawn, they had Better Than Ezra last night. Didn't get a chance to go, but I hear it was great, and it's always a good time to be there. They're also doing a huge thing in the infield, too, today. But
I'll give you $20 right now if you can tell me the ISO that these glasses need to be.
The ISO?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You know, like on a camera, you can turn the ISO up and down?
Uh-huh. No.
Okay.
Can't. Anyway, Oaklawn.com, if you want to make a sports wager on the game tonight,
Nice.
you can definitely do that because, well, Oaklawn Sports is the place. The game is now 7 for UConn and Purdue. If you want to wager on the game tonight, get your Oaklawn Sports account set up. Live racing's back this week as well. Bet.oaklawn.com for your Oaklawn Anywhere account. And if you go to oaklawn.com for general information, you can book your rooms there, get tickets to upcoming events. And, of course, Pops Lounge, always a great place to hang out on the weekends when there is live racing. We've only got 4 weekends left before the Kentucky Derby, and that's when it all ends at Oaklawn as well. So if I were you, I'd take advantage of it real soon. It is Oaklawn in Hot Springs, and it is one of the great places to be in all the land today for the Eclipse, but also a great place to be year-round. It's about pool time, too, DJ. About time to go check out that Oaklawn pool.
They got that nice pool there, right?
Very nice pool, yep.
Nice little setup. I've seen some stuff on social media.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hanging out there a little bit this summer. So
you a pool guy?
Big pool guy.
I
Big,
bet you are a pool guy.
Huge.
Like you're out there all day, pool guy?
You know this.
A little cooler next to you?
Cook it. No, I need service.
A little grilling, cooking?
Pina colada.
Oh, you're one
margarita.
of these?
Yeah, I like one.
Dang.
Hey, buddy. Can I, thanks.
I'm not a pool guy. Out there in the sun all day, just cooking?
Cooking.
No,
That's what the pool's for, buddy. Cool you down.
Just go, dip off, come back?
Yep. I want to get some people here from a long ways out. Let's go. Can we do that? Deej?
Oh, you want me to go find somebody?
Please.
Okay. I mean, what are you looking for? You appointed somebody.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get him.
This was Mr. Guy last night. He was like, hey, you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you. Where you from? Hey, you. Where you from?
There we go.
We're going to get some people here.
I want this guy with this long hair and this girl wearing the moon skirt. Look,
where's the girl? Oh, yeah, he's got
him. He's going for it. He grabbed him.
We'll talk to him on the other side. We got to hit a break. Be back in a sec.
On the hot team tonight, more.
For interior, exterior, commercial, and residential painting, hire the pros at CertaPro Painters. Get your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
This is Sports Center.
I'm sure you want to know all about what's going on with the Arkansas men's basketball coaching search and the finalization of a contract with John Calipari. But I promise if you keep your radio right here on 103.7 The Buzz, we'll let you know what's going on as it happens today. In the meantime, let's switch to baseball, and we'll talk about the Springfield Cardinals sweeping the Arkansas Travelers to start the season. Travs lose yesterday 8-1, thanks mainly to Aaron McKeithen, who went 3 for 4, had a 3-run home run for the Cardinals. The Travs are off today. They'll start a series in Tulsa tomorrow night. Now, speaking of the Drillers, they scored 7 runs in the third inning yesterday against Northwest Arkansas, then needed 2 insurance runs in the ninth to hold off the Naturals 12-9. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Hey folks, Trey Johnson here with HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs. Spring is coming and everyone is getting ready to get outside. So if you need your trailer serviced or repaired, let us help you out. Or you may be needing a trailer to get your golf cart to the golf course. Or you need a trailer for work. Or if you just need to buy a new trailer for recreational use. Let us help you at HJ Trailer Sales with one of the best service departments in the state. Visit us in Hot Springs or check us out on Facebook or at hjtrailersales.com.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it. Like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. 501-568-0040 or online at arkansastruck.com. And ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
Tap Time with Bryce Nall and Scott Parton, presented by New Province Brewing, returns this Thursday at 7. Tap Time is Wood Rock's premier radio show for beer lovers by beer lovers. Tap Time Thursday from 7 till 8 on 103.7 The Buzz. Live from the Edwards Food Giant Studios.
Calling all coaches. Summerwood Sports in Bryant. It's your go-to destination for basketball and volleyball tournaments, practices, and more.
Check 1, 2.
Conveniently located off Interstate 30, it's the premier sports complex in Central Arkansas with up to 4 courts and 2 gyms. Summerwood Sports is perfect for training sessions, team practices, and even epic birthday parties. Check availability and learn more at summerwoodsports.com. Elevate your game at Summerwood Sports.
The Zone has a little bit of everything. Looks, DJ Williams. Confidence, DJ Williams. Athletic ability, DJ Williams. Brains, Christian Weaver. Oh, and Justin Acree is on the show, too. Now, let's get into the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio and see what the guys have for us today.
I was so high, I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes. Chaos that controlled my mind.
What do you want from me? I'm just trying to watch the sun go dark. Welcome back. We are here at the Eclipse. We already got a Razorback basketball coach now, so the only thing left to do is talk to people from Mississippi about the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Now, I would ask you why you came here to Little Rock to watch the Eclipse, but when I found out you were from Mississippi, it was obvious. You're just trying to get out of Mississippi for any old reason. I get it. Welcome to Arkansas. How has Little Rock been treating y'all?
Little Rock is beautiful.
Good. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're from Columbus, Mississippi.
Correct.
How far of a drive was it?
About 4.5 hours.
I'm sorry, what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Jessica.
Jessica, I'm Justin. This is DJ. And you
DJ.
are?
Nice to meet you.
Sequin? Love that.
That's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
Wicked.
That's the first time I've heard of
For
Sequin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did y'all decide Little Rock's the spot? That's where we're going.
I think it was the closest place for the totality for us. That's why we chose that.
I want to know when I went to go grab you. Who is this here with you?
This is my daughter, Ava.
Yeah, she said, oh, Lord, he picked the wrong person to go on radio. What's that about? Yeah.
Probably because you didn't pick her.
I heard you're a talker. I heard you're quite the talker. Yeah.
I am.
Oh yeah. Daughter's shaking her head. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
You're
Trying
not
to play it cool.
You're not afraid?
Not afraid at all.
What do you do for a living?
Human resources.
Okay, so was your company open today, or do you guys get the day off?
They never close except Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
We work for Walmart.
Can I ask you some
Oh.
sexual harassment scenarios and tell me if I'm in the right or wrong on these?
No, sir, you're wrong.
Oh
All right.
man.
All right. DJ, you got to work on that camera. It's irritating me. I'm
What's
sorry.
wrong?
I
What
can't-
do
it
you
keeps
want?
sliding
What
off.
do
I'm
you
trying to
want?
get our guests on here.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so what about? We out of school today?
We pulled her out.
Okay. See, our kids around here, they just let them out. I guess because they're local.
Right.
Yeah.
This is history, though. I
That's what I
feel like
think.
she's learning more today than she would in school.
What do you think is important about taking your kid to experience the eclipse?
Just the quality time
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. I think it's important and it's interesting. My kid shunned me. He's like, I'm going to hang out with my friends. I was like, oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
But he's going to experience it, so I guess that's cool.
Right.
Why is this meaningful at all? Why is it worth getting in the car and driving over here? I mean, you guys could go anywhere.
Yeah. For me, quality time and family is important. Any chance you get to spend time with family, I feel like you should take advantage of it. And this is actually my boss, and she let me off to come here. So I was like, hey, let's do it.
Nice.
So, have you guys done a lot of research on the eclipse to sort of know a little bit more about what we're looking at today?
Honestly, no. If it wasn't for her, we would not be here. We would not have taken this route. We would not know. I would not even know what time it started.
Oh,
so
come
all
on.
kudos to her.
So sequence, you were the one that probably saw this on the calendar months
Gotta
out.
plan a couple things.
Yeah, you got to plan a couple things.
I'm a
So,
planner.
have y'all been to Little Rock at all before?
No, when we came in, we went to the old mill and it was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
So
I
that
took,
was
You know
took some
what's
prom
sad?
pictures there. That's where I
Yeah.
took my prom
I
pictures.
live here 27 years. I've never been there.
You've never
Oh,
been to the
wow.
old mill?
My
Go
girlfriend
there.
lives
Go
almost
right-
walking distance
I
from
have
there.
a 12-year-old, and she's telling me, Mama, I want to get married there.
You should.
We got a couple other spots too here. What do you think about Little Rock so far?
I like it.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah. You get that big city vibe, but it's not,
What's the population of Columbus?
so little I can't even tell you.
Okay.
Like it's
pretty
you
small.
blink, you'll miss it.
Okay.
I live in a one red light town, so
All right. Do you
yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so are you going to watch the eclipse and roll, or are you going to stay here tonight?
I think we may kind of walk
Wander
around a little bit and see, but we're gonna get back fairly early.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad drive though. You got
No,
some time.
It's not too
The
bad.
band's going to play until like 3 something, so
Mhm.
yeah, we're all going to hang out for a little while.
All right.
I appreciate y'all coming over.
Yes, sir. Glad
Have
to be
a
here.
great time. I'm glad you enjoyed it so far.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more guest we're going to get on here. Again, ready for the eclipse. Let me get Shane in here from Benton while we're getting ready. We're going to get a young lady on from California. Yeah, just stick her, put her right there. DJ can put her on cam. Shane, what's up, buddy? Shane, I can't hear you. Are you underwater or on speakerphone or both? Shane, you sound terrible. Shane. Shane, call back. All right, let's get Izzy on here. Let's get Izzy on here from
We got Californian here in the house right now.
Izzy, what's up? Justin, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
How are
Thanks
you?
for having me.
What happened here?
Oh, I got surgery on my wrist.
Dang, I hope you're going to say bar fight last night.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I did it in my free time.
You-
Someone told me the earth was flat, and I just had to really put it in.
Right there.
Right
in
in
the,
the
yes!
Listen, I know Arkansas is not the best reputation for education, but I've never met any flat earthers here. I will say that.
That's good.
So, what part of California are you from?
I'm from LA.
Okay.
Yes.
So, did you come in specifically for this?
Yes, I did.
Okay. But you have family here.
No.
You do not.
Couple
No.
friends, though, right?
Yes, I had a friend that I met on the internet when I was in high school who
Okay.
lives in Gosnell.
Where?
Gosnell? Up by Blytheville.
Oh, yeah, here in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I bet you know. You might know Arkansas geography better than DJ does.
Okay.
Gosnell. I don't
I'm
know where
making
that
up
is.
towns.
No, that's right. You're right.
Gosnell. We
you're
had
right.
a great running back at UCA from Gosnell. We called him the Gosnell Express.
Well, who was it?
Don't put me on the spot.
Yeah.
He's been a few
yeah.
players
That's what
ago.
I
He's a
thought.
stud, though. I know Gosnell, though.
So you said you met him on the internet, and y'all
Yes.
you said that was in high school.
Yes.
And y'all are still good friends,
Yes.
and this is your first time seeing them in person, or
Second time.
second time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's from 2009 is when we met.
When
Okay.
did you come in town?
Friday.
Have you been to Little Rock before?
No.
What do you think?
It's cute.
Yeah, it is cute compared
It's
to
cute.
LA.
Yes, it's
The
green.
traffic's just brutal.
Yeah, wasn't that horrible
Traffic
driving
here?
around?
No, just
Yeah.
like,
Compared to LA, it's way worse.
no, it's gorgeous. We went to Pinnacle and
Okay.
Hot Springs.
Isn't that nice?
and- Stunning.
Oh, you went to all the good spots.
Yes.
Your friends did a good job.
They did fantastic.
That's great.
I'm very
Pinnacle's
blessed.
it's a treat, and I think there's a lot of local people who've never climbed Pinnacle.
Oh, really?
It's kind of sad.
Oh.
But I've never been to the old mill, so what do I know?
You haven't been to the Old Mill? I went there.
Did you
went
go?
there
I
too?
did, of course. Gone with the Wind.
Dang,
Yeah.
everybody's. I was telling him that's where I took my prom pictures. in high
That's where we
school.
went to go take prom pictures for
Oh,
my
really?
friend.
Oh, really? That's
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Yes.
That's so original, DJ.
So what do you? Are you? I can't tell how old you are. You can tell me you're 20. You can tell me you're 30. You can tell me you're 15. I wouldn't know the difference.
I am 29.
You're aging like fine wine.
Thank you so much. I
That's so
appreciate
good.
it.
What are you doing these days? What do you do for a living?
I make television.
You make television.
Yes.
Tell us. I make radio. It's nice to meet you.
We're in the media. We're
Your
doing the
job's
thing.
way harder.
I work for Disney, making content for Hulu.
That's incredible. What a great job.
Like that's
Where'd you go to
really
school?
Cool.
A state school in California, Cal State LA.
Cal State LA. I don't know that one.
Why is that so cool?
It's like it's literally just like a city
I
school.
heard y'all are
Nothing
cracking down on the password sharing too. What's that about?
special. Don't look at me.
She's like, I just make the content. I don't make the rules. I actually interned up in the Central Coast. I love
Oh,
California.
awesome. What part?
In St. Louis.
Of
St. Louis Obispo, north of Santa
Oh,
Barbara.
I heard St. Louis, like
Yeah.
Missouri, and I was
San
like,
Louis, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
I've got an
You're
aunt that
slow.
lives in. I have one part of my dad's family's in Santa Barbara, one's in Santa Maria, and so I
Oh.
interned out there though.
The dream places to live.
They're so nice.
Yeah,
If I made 10 times more money, I would live there now.
I more like 20 times.
You're probably right.
Yeah, like I maybe like 50
She knows
times.
I'm broke. She can tell. It's like I saw how you
She
dress.
knows the industry.
It's like you don't have any money. You need
so
way more.
You're out there in LA. Are you from LA?
I'm from Riverside, just like an hour out.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Been to Riverside.
Okay.
UCA played at Cal Riverside not long ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. She does content for Hulu and Disney.
How long do we get you here, Izzy? How long are you here total?
Tuesday. I leave tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've been here for a few days?
Yes. Yeah.
You guys really covered a lot of ground. That's impressive.
That is good. What's on the menu after the Eclipse?
We're driving back east, and then we're doing the Bass Pro Pyramid tomorrow in
In
Memphis.
Memphis? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you flying out of Memphis?
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Direct to LA?
No, I have a layover in Atlanta.
They're going the wrong way, Izzy.
Wrong way, and then another 6 hours back. I'm not happy.
Yeah, I hate flying away from my destination. It's one of my pet peeves.
The Eclipse, what we're here for.
Yes.
Is it something you're into, or did your friends say, just come down, something cool's going on? Or
I'm super into it.
Okay.
I love space, and
Yeah.
when I found out it's where she lives, that's
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm coming.
So you're the one of the people, if they said, well, let you go up on one of these little spacecrafts, you'd be out there?
I don't know about that.
Not me. I wouldn't do
don't
it.
know about that.
Izzy, this is how we know stuff's going down. The horses are on the move
See
over
the
here.
horses? Yeah,
oh, yeah.
They're hustling.
Yeah. Did you know that all of our police officers are on horseback in the entire state of Arkansas?
I
Th-
don't-
There are no police cars in the state.
That's definitely not
They're
true.
all
because I definitely
horseback.
saw a cop
I feel
yesterday.
like she's smart.
You don't know. Like, that horse can book. You should see it chase down a Camaro. It's incredible.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
I totally trust it.
Yeah, we have a lot of thoroughbreds. Did you go to the racetrack?
I drove past it.
Do you like horse racing?
I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
But it looks fun.
It is great.
cool
It's a
event
great
to go
facility.
out, yeah.
Do
Do you have glasses?
Do I have glasses? I do have glasses.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Both
'cause we
on
got-
my face and Eclipse.
You sure do.
So I'm set.
Yeah. So what's can you tell us before we let you go,
Totally.
Izzy from California Disney? What's next content wise? What should we keep an eye out for? Do you work on anything specifically?
I do. I did the new Percy Jackson show that's airing right now.
Yes.
I'm working on Only Murders in the Building season 4.
Oh, my
Are you really?
girlfriend- My girlfriend would freak out.
So what do you mean you're working on it? What do you do?
I from script all the way to post, I'm the legal contact, and I make sure that we don't do anything that gets us sued.
We just talked to another person in HR.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
we
HR,
did.
different.
Okay.
yeah.
So-
mostly art. Make sure we're not stealing anybody's art.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
Are you on set at all?
I do go on set, yeah.
Okay. So is Steve Martin really mean in real life?
I haven't met him.
Okay. Have you met Selena Gomez?
I have not.
Have you met Martin Short?
No,
How
none of the
ab-
big three.
What about
They keep them locked up.
anybody?
Really?
Who's on? Oh, so it's Ava Longoria got out of this year.
I can't say.
It's already been released. We've already done the
We don't
story.
know.
I
Who
don't want
else?
to confirm anything. You can
Who
read the
else is
trades.
on there? Ava Longoria and there's a few other
It's
people.
my girlfriend's show, and she's trying to get me into it. So I mean,
Meryl Streep is coming back.
You vouch for it?
That's for sure.
Okay.
Good show.
So
Yes.
you're not going to give us.
Do you like murder and comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think go for it.
I mean, I don't like murdering.
What's funnier than
but I like
killing
murder
people?
movies. Yeah.
Hilarious. Anyway, well, Izzy, we'll let you go. I appreciate you coming by. Where you all going to be for the Eclipse? She's going to be in the amphitheater or what's
In
the
the
plan?
grass.
In the grass.
In the nature. Do the
Nice.
whole thing.
Such a California move.
Exactly.
They dig their grass out there. Listen, have a good time. It was great talking to you.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, you bet.
course.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have
I can't
fun.
wait to make sure we're going to double check all your work. on the show. Make sure there's nothing in there. We're like,
Anything
I know
illegal?
that.
I met that person.
That art's from something else. Izzy missed it.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good time. All right. 12:46. One more break. Get out of here. And then when we come back, Wes can tell you how he got his information to report that Cal's the guy. So hyped about it. Todd Pierce, great job. This has been a fast show today. I'm really excited. It's one of those shows where I'm like, can't wait till it's over. It's been fun. So we can go, watch the Eclipse or do something else. This is great.
That was fun. She had a lot of energy. I
know.
liked it.
She's sharp. I wish Izzy had punched somebody, though. That would have been a better story.
She was sharp. She's quick, witty. She could have a career in this.
In radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't afford the pay cut.
No, that's
no.
right.
I guarantee she's making that big Disney money.
Living
buddy.
out in L.A.
I
should have asked how much money she makes.
Yeah, that's
you
rude.
think we can get her back?
No, that's rude. You shouldn't ask people that.
I won't do it.
I asked her how old she was. I think we already crossed the line. That was enough. All right, we got to hit a timeout. It is 12:47. We're here in the Rivermarket. If you need glasses instead of like an 80-year-old lady. If you need glasses, I got your glasses.
Yes, we got them all.
Marty, give him some glasses.
What's that off of?
I don't know. I was making it up.
That sounds
like an old man name, though,
it
right?
does
Marty? Yeah. I need to tell you about you cannot pull over on the side of the road and look at the Eclipse. Sorry.
Not today.
Now, you also should not look at the Eclipse while you're driving anywhere because distracted driving is very dangerous. DJ, what's the stats on that?
32,000 Americans since 2011 to 2020 have lost their lives due to distracted driving.
DJ is a savant when it comes to death figures related to people distracted driving. It's remarkable.
We don't like distracted driving.
No, it's terrible. It should be easy to remember because those numbers they're just shocking.
Yeah.
And they're alarming and they're disgusting and it's sad. Listen, only you know how the Smokey says only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right.
Only you can prevent distracted driving.
That's right.
So whatever you're doing right now, if you're not just listening to us while you're driving around, stop it. Knock it off. And get your car pulled over because it's almost Eclipse time, folks. In fact, the partial has already begun.
Oh,
yeah.
it's already
We're
started?
I told you, 12:33.
Yeah, you're right.
12:48, so we're into it. We're about an hour away from a total eclipse of the heart.
Ooh.
Of the sky.
Let's get it.
So let's hit a break. We'll come back, wrap things up, and visit with Wes and the crew from Out of Bounds.
Johnston's Home Center in Benton is your one-stop shop for appliances, bedding, lawn care, and sewing. Speaking of appliances, Johnston's Home Center has a wide selection of home appliances for cooking, cleanup, laundry, and refrigeration. Johnston's also has mattresses, so you can get a good night's sleep, plus a wide selection of vacuums to keep your home classy and clean. Johnston's Home Center, 1421 Military Road in Benton, or on the web at johnstonsHomecenter.com. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
Fellas, there's a lot of people out there talking about testosterone, but you got to make sure you do your homework, man. You got to make sure you go to a provider that you can trust. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I got my levels checked 6 years ago, and we're going strong today. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, you take a simple blood test, and you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. If you've been feeling tired, grumpy, maybe you've noticed weight gain, loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. It's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender, and I've got some big news. Fletcher Dodge has big discounts on all new Rams, up to $11,000 off new Ram 2500s and up to $10,000 off new half-ton Rams. But that's not all. We got 0% financing on new Ram Bighorns for 72 months. Yes, I said 0% for 72 months. Or how about $10,000 off new Jeep Gladiators? And we have the new 2024 Jeep Compass four-wheel drives for only $424 a month with zero down and no gimmicks. We're getting new inventory every week, so come in and let us know what you're looking for. We're ready to make a deal. We have pre-owned vehicles starting as low as $199 a month at zero down. Don't worry about your credit. If other dealers have told you no, come see us or apply from anywhere at FletcherCredit.com. Fast, easy, and simple approval process. And let us help you get into a new or pre-owned vehicle. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Shelter agents Steve Ferguson in Little Rock, Todd Session in Morrilton, or Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rick Pennington of Lions Drug. We have great news. Generic Cialis is now available at a huge savings. We have Talafil, the FDA-approved generic of Cialis, in a 20-milligram tablet at a savings of up to 80%. We have the 5-milligram daily tablets for less than $3 a pill. Lions Drug continues to be your go-to pharmacy for men's health. What are you waiting for? Call us today at 844-676-2247 or go to our website at lionsdrug.com.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acree and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
We are in the Rivermarket wrapping things up. I think
I'm a little shook right now, Justin.
I know, me too. I just went and looked at it, and you did too. Tell them about it. Tell
Yeah,
them what you saw.
the eclipse started. You know, you can see the moon starting to make its way across the sun. And I said, when I first glanced at it, even though it's just a little corner, Justin, I was just like, wow, that stuff we see on TV and pictures and photograph, all that stuff, it's actually real. It's pretty cool seeing it all happen. And I said, it made me feel small.
Full eclipse is supposed to be at what time?
1:52.
152, according to the beer that Lost 40 brewed.
Yeah.
It's quite good, by the way. Good job, Lost 40. Way to go. Final segment brought to you in part by our friends at Max Prairie Wings. Please do not shoot at the moon or the sun today.
Not today.
But go out and get some target practice in. And if you're looking for a deal on a handgun, Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart's the spot. In Stuttgart, now through April 15th. So you only have 7 days left to take advantage of the Browning sales tax event that they're doing. Obviously, that's sales tax day. That's also the day of the Buzz Golf Tournament, which you can sign up for at 1037thebuzz.com. Price is already slashed on Browning firearms, though, and another 8% rebate. Big savings to be had on Browning firearms at Max Prairie Wings. The offer, again, just for 7 more days. So hurry over there before time runs out, or make the short drive to Stuttgart, or go to their website at maxpw.com. Also deals on Stoeger and Smith & Wesson and FN pistols with the spring into savings cash rebate up to $150, depending on which model you are interested in. Again, maxpw.com, or pop down to Stuttgart and see our friends at Max Prairie Wings. All right, let's hope that, let me see here. Wes is here. Good. Wes, kudos to you. We were getting the same information, but you obviously corroborated it a lot faster and more aggressively than I did. I got caught up on a round of golf, but great job pulling together the John Calipari information and putting it out to the public. You created a lot of excitement around the Razorback Nation.
Man, I appreciate that. Now, that explains why you wouldn't answer my phone call yesterday. I kept trying to call you and talk to you, wish you a happy birthday over the phone and tell you what I was hearing, and nothing. Never could get anything from you.
I got a text at 8 o'clock yesterday morning while I was at the gym from a friend of mine who told me that he was hearing that. And I literally, he's like, I got this. And I literally held my finger on it and clicked the ha-ha button because I was like, that's hilarious. And he's like, no, I'm being serious. And I was like, you what? And then I got invited to a place where you're not supposed to be on your phone, so I didn't get on my phone the rest of the afternoon.
Gotcha.
But you,
I understand.
You got some good info, didn't you?
I did, man, and I've thanked all my sources for trusting in me yesterday to have the faith that I would do the right thing, and it was a crazy day. I spent hours doing this and debating back and forth whether to to tweet it, when to tweet it, and then finally when I got enough, I was 100% confident that this was happening, and it was going to be a done deal. That's when I hit tweet, and I could have done it earlier, but it's like my boss, Ernie Paulson, up at the TV station said, you want to be right on this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take any chances with something as big as this. And so I wanted to, and I did. I waited until I was 100% sure.
Craig, Wes, I'm getting a bunch of, distracted, getting a bunch of texts that Brazil has declared for the NBA draft. So now John Calipari will inherit one walk-on for his roster to start, yes?
Yeah, and I don't think it concerns anybody that he has 0 players to begin with because, I feel like there'll be some guys from Kentucky who transfer and come to Arkansas. I know he'll try to get that McDonald's All-American class, that's full of 5 stars, some of those to come to Arkansas. And then Calipari will hit the portal. I have 0 qualms with him starting with a clean roster. In fact, I think it's a great thing for him.
Let me ask you this. What is going to be the minimum for him to call it a successful let's just say he's there 5 years. What's the minimum? That's our question of the day today in the zone. Minimum for him to be called a success over 5 years.
Well, you look back, and I'm not saying he's going to do this at Arkansas, but his first 6 years at Kentucky were incredible. He had 4 Final Fours, a national championship. He also had another title game appearance. So his first 6 years were great at Kentucky. Now, his last couple of years at Kentucky haven't been good. They haven't been advancing. They've lost to St. Peter's and Oakland in the first round, and that's why he was on the hot seat. But I think a lot depends on this first year of what he brings in, the expectations. But I think the expectations are just similar to Mossman. You got to get to the tournament, and you got to make a run in the tournament and get to these Sweet 16s, Elite Eights, and take Arkansas to a Final Four.
DJ and I have a $5 bet on the game tonight. He gave me, I'm giving him 7. I'm taking UConn.
Smart bet.
On me
for who?
For me or him?
For Justin.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
UConn's a juggernaut, and I expect them to win by double digits, honestly. I think they're offensively, defensively the best team in the country, rolling, and they'll continue to roll tonight.
I mean, I think they're going to win. Just want the points. Give me a break, man.
I'm
Let's
giving you a
make
break.
Let's make it fun.
Listen, I love it. I love taking your $5. And Wes might be wrong. He's wrong occasionally. Not when it comes to
No,
telling
he's
you who
not.
the next coach is going to be.
No, not at all.
Have you heard
They
anything
got the best player in Zach Edey, and we even saw that last night, that the best player can't beat the best team, and I see that very similar tonight, but maybe the best player can keep it close within 7 points for you, DJ.
That's a good point.
I get it. They just weren't tall enough last night.
Hey,
Poor little Iowa.
Poor
Couldn't
little
rebound
Iowa.
anything. Good night.
Just got a note. Sousa was named SEC Freshman of the Week, appropriately so. Wes, I'm calling for a lay day in Fayetteville. They need to be handing out lays at the gate because the Hawaiians are showing out.
Man,
for the
it's
Hogs.
incredible to think that the two of the best hitters are both from Hawaii playing in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
I love it. What are y'all doing today besides talking about Coach Cal? I assume the Eclipse is not high on your priority list. I think
It's
we've
not
got it
that
covered.
high. No, it's not at all. We'll be talking to Coach Cal. Joe Klein's coming in for an hour. That's going to be fun talking to him. We got Bill Ingram. He's got a lot of experience with Coach Cal and national recruiting and the national perspective, what they're saying about Arkansas. That's coming up.
Did Joe ever text you back, DJ?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh.
I think he's gonna hang out with Wes at 3:00 in studios and hang out with Tim.
Alexander, your metal roofing
Guess we're done. Bye.
superstore has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or